Be cool, be kind, be classy. The cupcakes are sweet and sexy. Have fun and enjoy the journey. Just have a good attorney. No big whoop, no biggie. She lives near New York City. And not just a YouTube show. When you know, you better grab a straw. Learn about the law. It's cool here in the shade, sipping motions and lemonade. Cool heads will prevail, kindness will never fail. Be classy and vastly wise. Oh, Melanie Little is going live. Oh no, where is Melanie? Follow the island's melody. Is a concert within reach. No surprise, she's at Jones Beach. She heard some music far away. Captain Jack Stack Harbor Bay. He sings and his piano plays. Not all sounds are waterways. Speaking Yiddish and Latin, it's not just for Manhattan. It's for Goethe and Machegas. Ridiculous that insanus. Oy vey, Marcus. Proset, that's for schmucks. Be cool, be kind, be classy. My cupcakes are sweet and sassy. And not just a YouTube show. When you know, you know. Cool heads will prevail. Kindness will never fail. Be classy and vastly wise. Melanie Little is going live.
Good morning. Good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. Today is Tuesday, March 31st, 2026. Where did March go? I can't even believe it. We're already through the first quarter of 2026. Is it just me or did that go by pretty quickly? I mean, maybe it's just me. Thank you to a viewer named Emily, not Emily C, but a different Emily, who sent me a picture that she took at Target of the thumbnail, the sweater on my thumbnail, which says no crying on the yacht. And I kept thinking about it. She sent it to me last week. And this morning I went on DoorDash right away. I'm like, I need to have that sweater. I need that sweater. And I had DoorDash bring it to me from Target. So you too can get this sweater at Target. It says no crying on the yacht. It's $30. Go on out there. It's yellow with navy trim. And it's adorbs. It's adorbs. I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you. My hair. Yeah, the Dyson is on sale again. Do you guys want the link? You know, I always tell you the Dyson is life-changing, and that's no joke. And so I always like to share the good deals. So let me find you the link. If anybody needs a Dyson, highly recommend. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's on sale. And listen, your hair is something that you wear every single day. So it's for the price of less than, I don't know, 8 blowouts. You can get a Dyson that'll last forever. Hold on, oh yeah, it's 23% off. I'm going to put it, and it's the ID multi-styler for long hair, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attachments, at least 6 attachments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attachments. Hold on, because you know I'm here to help. Where is that? I'm gonna put it. Where should I put it? I'll put it in the description to the video. Right now it's $4.99. Usually it's $6.49. I know it's expensive, but if you have a somebody who needs to buy you a gift, get it. All right, let me just put it in the description. Today's your show, you guys. Whatever you guys want to talk about. I have a couple of ideas on what we could talk about, but you know, we got to figure out what cases we're going to cover next. I need your help with a couple of things. All right, let's see. Dyson sale link. It is life-changing. No joke. Well, how about you give me the as such link? Where is it? Oh, please. Where's the share button? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Am I not signed in? Get link. Okay. Copy. Paste. There it is. It's in the video description underneath this video. You might need to refresh your browser and close the chat out. If you're interested, go ahead. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Poor Gigi got unsubscribed. I don't know why that happens, Gigi. Thanks for your 5. YouTube screwed up again, unsubscribed me, and took my name away. I cannot chat for 24 more hours. Well, sorry, Gigi. I'm really sorry, but you know, we got to protect our peace. We got to protect our peace because the trolls were in here first thing this morning. First thing this morning. We may expose one of them. You want to? Should we? Should we play Whack-A-Troll? Should we have Troll of the Day? Maybe we should have Troll of the Day before they get sent off. Well, this person's already been sent off to Block Island, but Gigi gifted 5 memberships after that because she's amazing. And then she said she's in timeout because of YouTube. I know I'm here. I'm watching now. Well, that's my setting. I set it for 48 hours. Sometimes I set it for 3 days, depending on the topic, depending on the level of vitriol is too much. I need to protect my peace. Block Island is so lovely this time of year. It's so lovely this time of year. So here's the first a-hole of the morning. Thanks, little cupcake, for checking this before I even saw it. But here it is. Here it is. Sappy Music said, hopefully you'll take some basic law courses at the local community college. You are a fraud that needs to be exposed. Oh, good morning, Sappy Music. I wonder if you're a middle-aged or maybe elderly man or woman. What do you think? What's your vote? Man or woman? You guys, anyone? Sappy Music. Let's look at Sappy Music's channel, shall we? I mean, let's do it. I mean, if anybody knows who this person is, here they are, feeling the need to come in and try and ruin my morning. Guess what? Not yet today, Satan. Here's Sappy Music. Sappy Music has 7 subscribers. Goes by Livingston's Lab. And look, it says under their description, I like turtles. Isn't that interesting? Except they've been here since 2011. Oh, did that make you feel better? Did that make you feel better? What a douche. Bye-bye. That's just the beginning of my morning. How's your morning going so far? Yeah, it is ironic that they love turtles, right? Look, Laura got one. Laura got the Dyson last time. She it is life-changing. You can't break me. Yeah, today, Satan, I can make merch. Except that person doesn't deserve any merch. Made for them. Bye-bye. See that? Did you guys see the Kelsey Fitzsimmons interview with Turtle Boy on Saturday night? Oh, Saturday night. Oh, it was Sunday night. It was Sunday night. Saturday night, I spent 3 hours over on the Glare doing a fundraiser with them and him for Kelsey. And while I was on, Auntie Deb came on, Jimmy came on. It was so much fun. Dyson Note is for curly hair, but you can make it straight too. This is blown out straight. And then usually when my hair is wavy, it's the barrel. It's the barrel that sucks the air around it. I don't know what they call it. It was a great interview. She was so gracious. She was so appreciative of all of the viewers. And it was really, really, really sweet. It was really sweet. It was a 12-hour fundraiser. He was on for 12 hours. It was awesome. Did you guys watch it? I saw some people commenting that they stayed on for the entire 12 hours. And he raised you guys raised over I think $26,000 in the end. And you guys are so generous and so amazing. And he's really good at Glare. Will is really good at hosting those kind of 12-hour fundraisers or any kind of fundraiser, really, because he lets his guests speak. He lets everybody speak. He doesn't try to dominate the conversation. And it's good when you have a bunch of people on who already know each other and have a rapport and have a relationship, because I thought when Jimmy and Will and I were on it, the conversation really flowed and it was really fun. And then Ali Mata came on and joined us while I was there. We had so much fun. It was really good. Did you guys watch it? It was great. New Hampshire to Florida was there for 8 hours. 18-wheeler friend, did I see that you're stranded somewhere on a mountain? I'm sorry. Could be worse. You could have nobody to keep you company. Here I am. Thank you. Here's what I need. Tomorrow, I need somebody to go live for 12 hours because I'm getting on an 11-hour flight. What am I going to do for 11 hours? What am I going to do for 11 hours? It's Accepted Students Day. We're going. We're hitting it. Aloha. And then we're going to stop at Boulder on the way home. So I'll be away for a week. I'll probably stream while I'm gone, but try not to miss me too much. Kelsey Fitzsimmons' case really took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of me. We're all here to keep 18-wheeler company, right? I don't know. I can't sleep on a plane. I'm not a plane sleeper. I just think I'm going to drool or snore or something, and I just can't do it. So if anybody has anything that I can like watch for 12 hours or read or I don't know, any good travel hacks, I'm all for it. Oahu. Flying into Honolulu. Go Rainbow Warriors. Oh, you missed me already? I know, that's why I had to come on and do like can I do a meet and greet in Boulder? I don't know. Reach out to me if anybody's in Boulder and wants to hang out. Reach out to me. That would be fun. Thanks, Casey Paralegal, for suggesting. My email's in the show notes below. Yeah, we were all on a roll at the end, right? Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy made a short out of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was on YouTube, right? It was funny. Let me see. Let me get it for you. Justin tripping on a 12-hour loop. No, that wasn't it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The captions didn't really pick up what I was saying properly, but if you guys weren't there, and even if you were, this is priceless. Hold on. Let me get it. Here's Auntie Deb's YouTube. Get on over there. Give him a sub and a like. Oh, hello. Hello, volume. Where are you? Oh, up here. And these shorts are weird. YouTube is really pushing shorts lately. And they're kicking the long form content like this out of your algorithm. So there's a way to fix that on your homepage. But here it is. Jimmy clipped it because of course he did.
Listen, I took Maureen's testimony with a grain of salt. Nobody liked that. Everybody was mad at me for that.
I did contact somebody.
Who?
That Mike Crawford.
But because the thing, and
Why
it wasn't
cause she
that
called the
I
young
didn't.
jerks?
No. It wasn't that I didn't believe her. It's that I felt like the prosecution did a good job of showing that she was biased. Listen, I took Maureen's testimony with a grain of salt. Nobody liked that. Everybody was mad at me for that.
I did contact somebody.
Who?
That Mike Crawford.
But because the thing, and it
Why
wasn't
cause she
that
called the
I
young
didn't.
jerks?
No. It wasn't.
I said, why? Because she called the young jerks. Funny.
It wasn't that I didn't believe her. It's that I felt like the prosecution did a good job of showing that she was biased. Listen, I took Maureen's.
I don't know. I thought Maureen was a good witness. What did you think? I was like, Jimmy, I see we're all three on the screen at the same time. And the fact that he clipped it makes me love him all the more. Because that was pretty funny. Jimmy and I are on the same wavelength. Where is the Hawaii trial happening? I was just talking to, before the show, I was talking to Matt Johnson. You remember Matt Johnson for Court TV? Who, we weren't bashing Mike at all. The point of Mike Crawford was that she mentioned him on the stand, which everyone thought was wild. He was brought into the trial. She didn't back down at all. She thought everything she was doing was fine. And those are the kinds of people that people reach out to, right? They're reaching out to people like Turtle Boy. They're reaching out to people like Mike Crawford. They're reaching out to people who aren't on mainstream media and aren't the police because they trust them more. People reach out to Jess Machado too. Where's the Hawaii trial taking place? Do you know what courthouse it's in or what city it's in? Because I have not been following that one at all. The man that tried to push his wife off a cliff, right? But she survived, right? I'm going to come back and read the chat later, so feel free to put all of your things in the chat. So there you go. Gigi says, I need a Dyson. I'm sitting here with a round brush stuck in the side of my hair. It's been an hour and I still not budging. Get on there, Gigi. It's on sale. I put it below. Aloha. Aloha. So I haven't watched that trial at all. Are you from Boulder? I'm coming through Boulder on my way home. I love Boulder. I love it. I love it. I love it. I spent my college and law school there. And one of my girls is there now. So we're going to stop by on the way home to break up the 12-hour flight. You slept the whole way? But did you have a lie-down seat? I'm not paying $2,700 one way for a lie-down seat. I'm just not. It's ridiculous. The price of gas right now is so crazy that if anybody's tried to buy a plane ticket, you know how expensive plane tickets are right now. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Well, I can't call anybody from the plane because they don't have those phones in the back of the seat anymore. Remember the phones that were in the back of the seat and you could make a call, you swipe your credit card, it was on a cord. I don't do fundraisers. I'm an attorney. I don't think it's appropriate for me to personally do fundraisers like as a thing, but I do go on other people's fundraisers and I do put her QR code up all the time and her link in the chat, and I've been covering. So I saw some asshole. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry if I'm publicly live on your thing. Some idiot say that what did Melanie Little ever do for Kelsey Fitzsimmons? Why was she thanked by her? People are such idiots. I don't know. I think I have 36 Kelsey Fitzsimmons streams on my playlist of Kelsey Fitzsimmons, but it's about spreading the word. Oh, it's in Honolulu. All right, then I may be able to go. How much longer is how much more time is left? I'm going to be on the North Shore for a couple of days. I'm going to Turtle Bay, and then we'll be down on down to Waikiki-ish. Binge watch a new show. I just started the Madison last night. I think I'm on episode 4. It's only 6 episodes. What? Why is it only 6 episodes? I think I got through the first 3 or 4. And I like it a lot. Yeah, Emily, imagine being mad that someone said thank you to another person. Imagine people get mad when people don't say thank you. People get mad when people do say thank you. It's a crazy upside down, moronic kind of world, I guess. I think. Moving through here. Yeah, I'm not really into shorts being trouble either. I mean, and also shorts, I mean, I cut them sometimes because StreamYard does it automatically for you if you want them to. And sometimes I'll throw them up on Instagram just to like create interest in something that I'm talking about, but I don't really post them on YouTube. I don't know anything about Aiden's restraining order against Meredith. I don't know anything about it. When did that happen? Listen, I had to take a couple of days off. I don't even know anything about this. Emily, can you make me a drama free is for me button or t-shirt or something? No, the status hearing for Karen got pushed. Actually, I checked that last night. Hold, please. It's not on the daily calendar, and it says that it was pushed to, I think, the 9th. Let me just pull up my calendar. This just was supposed to be a status conference on the O'Keefe versus Reed trial, or the O'Keefe versus Reed case. That case isn't going to see a trial for years. Next Thursday, April 9th at 3 p.m. So no, it's not happening. She humanized the drama of Noonan. You're talking about Maureen, says Law Junkie. Yeah. And why is he out there talking to strangers, walking their dog about that case anyway? I was the shooter. Like he was all proud of himself. Candlerland says, I know you didn't cover it, but what are your thoughts on Guthrie? Still no Nancy. Those are my thoughts. Still no Nancy. I don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. I really have no idea. What do you guys think happened to Nancy Guthrie? I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of pointing fingers in the beginning. against members of the family and stuff. That was crazy. But I mean, I have no idea. Guess you got to be. I don't know. You tell me what you think, because I don't know where to go. It's like you could get on YouTube and just talk for an hour about theories about Nancy, and then you could get 1 million views. But I'm just not that interested against it. That interested about it. I mean, I feel very sorry for the family. I think it's terrible, but I don't know. Was it mishandled? I don't know. All I know is that JLR was out there every single day and had 30,000 people watching him for 12 hours at a time, point a camera at a cactus. And if that's the way, that's what YouTube is doing now, I guess. I don't know. Jimmy makes your day. Oh, Laura, that's nice. I'm sure he would love to hear that. Boise Great Dane says, we're talking about Maureen. She put DA on alert. People watch Citizen Journalist. That's right. She's going to be on Justice Served tonight. Excellent. Everyone go watch it. I like how you defended it and said why she's on YouTube. I was upset because he called her a busybody, and that's what we all kind of are, but it's Will. But we were laughing because it was my, I guess. Anyway, I was talking to Matt Johnson. Did I finish that story even? Remember Matt Johnson from Court TV? I was talking to him before the show, and I said he should come on my show when I get back from vacation, and he said he will. And then I said I was going to Hawaii, and he said, "Are you going for the trial?" And I thought, I don't even know where that trial is, but I guess you're telling me it's in Honolulu. All right, we can do that. Oh, yes, I've watched Goliath. I recommended that to you guys many times. I love it. Have you guys started the new Matt Johnson does have his own YouTube channel. Yeah, go on over there, subscribe. Tell him I said hello. I have watched Goliath. It's Billy Bob Thornton. We talked about that when we were talking about Landman, because I love Landman, and Billy Bob's the show where I never really understood Billy Bob before. I'm like, I don't get it. And then when I watched Goliath, then I got it. That is one of the most amazing TV shows I think ever created. And I like it a lot. All right. Well, there's Most Talkative. Most Talkative says, Cockroach, there are no new witness charges, intimidation charges on Aiden, and he has filed a restraining order on Meredith. So that's all I know. We did start covering this, Devin Rice. We talked about this briefly. I couldn't get any documents on it. I still can't. 19 years old, Devin Rice, Nashua, New Hampshire. Yeah, he killed his uncle, right, in defense of his mother. Seems like there's a lot more to that story. And I think they're still holding him in jail, right? Devin Rice. But there's not that much about it yet. But there is a trial coming up that I do want to cover. This American Idol guy. You heard about this guy? This preacher? Caleb. What's his name? Caleb Flynn? He murdered his wife allegedly less than a month and a half ago, and it's supposed to go to trial the end of this month, within 2 months of the trial. Within 2 months. So there's a couple things on that we could talk about today. I don't know that that's going to happen, but they've waived speedy trial. It's in Ohio. And one of our cupcakes sent it to me, and she might go to court a couple of days. So if there are any other boots on the ground cupcakes that intend to go to this, he was an American Idol contestant. I think he's also a preacher or a pastor. And he's charged with taking the life of his wife and staging. Staging what? CBS? Staging the crime scene in his wife's death. This is in Ohio. 39-year-old Caleb Flynn was arrested by Tip City Police. This is Ohio, Thursday, February 19th, at his home, and booked to the Miami County Jail. That's Miami, Ohio. Devin Rice is out on bail. The uncle did not die. Devin is home. Okay, well, I did talk about it once, though, right? He didn't die. What's he being charged with? Assault? I'll have to go back to my notes on that one. Caleb Flynn. We're back to Caleb Flynn now. He pleaded not guilty Friday. That was back in February 20th. He's charged with murder, assault, and tampering with evidence. Bond was set at $2 million. Caleb Flynn appeared in season 12 of American Idol. In an interview posted to the show's YouTube channel in 2013, he described himself as a music pastor. He's a music pastor. And there's some body cam on that. If you guys want to watch it, we can watch it. I was watching that last night. And then, yeah, I got to download my shows before I go. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes the Wi-Fi works on the plane, sometimes it doesn't. There's another thing. Rex Heuermann, who's the Long Island serial killer, may plead guilty to the charges. Doesn't look like there's a plea deal. It looks like he just may plead guilty. That's happening, of course, while I'm away on when is that supposed to be? The 8th? Wait, hold on. The next court appearance is April 8th, and there's like rumors floating around that he may plead guilty. I don't understand why he would, because most serial killers are so narcissistic that they love to have their day in court. I mean, based on the tons of evidence they have against him, including not only hairs from his house, but a manifest in his computer and all of his cell phone data and location data. I mean, it's pretty clear, but you would think a guy like him would love to get some fame in court. There would be no, can we talk about his barber? Yeah. His barber is worse than the jailhouse barber in Norfolk County, who was in charge of Harry Turk's hair and Brian Walsh's hair. And I used to say, did he get his hair cut with a hammer? That was Harry Turk. And I remember Katie McLean's daughter watching the show and sending me an email that she loved when I said that, because it made her laugh at a time of great grief for her. That was the horrible, horrible case. Yeah, so the one trial that's like near me that I could go to every single day, because wasn't going to be televised because it's New York. And now the guy might plead guilty. Thanks, Rex. We've only been living with the horrors of the body parts being found on Long Island since, like, I don't know, 1992, 1994. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it's really true. I don't know if it's a rumor, but we'll see. What deal could they make him? There's no death penalty in New York. They can't take it off the table. He's still facing like 1 million life sentences. Like, what would be his incentive to plead guilty? I don't know. I just don't know. That's right, Ashley. The real crime is throwing away his pizza crust. I don't trust people who don't eat their pizza crust. It's the best part of the pizza. If you ask me, why would you throw away your pizza crust? Who does that? Who are these people? Lemonade. What about the sister and the wife? You mean the daughter? I don't know anything about his sister. Did something come out about his sister? I don't know. I don't know. They've never charged the wife, even though there was a witness that Johnny Ray found who alleges that she was at the house with her detective boyfriend back in the day for a swingers hookup, and says they brought Karen Vergata with them, and that the wife was there for the whole thing, but that the wife would not have relations with her because she was black. Yeah, I'm not going to go around accusing families of things. I don't do that. Leave that to other people until there's some charges. I do find it interesting that the wife's hair was found on a couple of the victims, but her hair could have been all over the house. But yeah, It's not, I know it's not a deal. I know it's a change of plea because he doesn't want to put his family through a trial. But has that been confirmed? Dizzy, has he come out and said, I don't want to put my family through a trial? Has Michael Brown, his attorney, come out and said that? Because right now it's a whole bunch of people hypothesizing on the tubes of you. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Yeah, Goliath was amazing. I'm also watching, usually I try and only watch one thing at a time and finish it, but I'm watching The Beast in Me, which I haven't finished yet. I'm watching The Madison. I'm watching a show that I never knew was around, The Hunting Party. Have you guys watched The Hunting Party? It's so good. The girl from Manifest is in it, and it's about a bunch of elite, I don't know if they're CIA, FBI. There was this secret prison that only housed serial killers, and then the prison was blown up, and then all the serial killers escaped, and every episode is them trying to go catch another serial killer. It's called The Hunting Party. It's network TV, but I didn't realize that they're already into the second season. It's like a Criminal Minds kind of show, right? It's a procedural. It's really good. I like it. Andrew says, doesn't he have a wife and kids? Maybe he actually cares about them, even though he's a raging serial killer and he wants to spare them the trial. It could be. It could be. Stuffed crust. We don't do that here. Where do they do stuff? We don't do that here. Not for New York pizza, we don't. And don't even get me started on pineapple on pizza. I'm not having that discussion again. No, I won't do it. Don't bait me into that. Don't rage bait me into the pineapple on pizza conversation. $30% off actually today for the next 3 days on in the merch shop. I've pinned the link to the top of the chat in case you're interested in that. So it's going to be kind of a letdown if Rex Sherman pleads guilty, in my opinion, because that was a courtroom that I could get to every single day and get in. It's a big room. Jennifer Garner's show on Apple TV, the last thing he said. Okay, good. Thanks, Archie. I didn't watch that. Did anybody start the new Jury Duty show on Amazon Prime? It's not called Jury Duty, though. It's called something else. Let me know if it's good. The new Jeff Ross special is great. Thank you. Caitlin says, I don't trust people who like pineapple on pizza. I might have to agree with you there. Along with people who don't drink coffee and people with two first names. Pineapple on pizza is disgusting. It is two things that do not belong together, Dennis. I'm sorry. Just doesn't. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I'm a New Yorker. We're famous for our pizza. Oh, Billy Tibbetts got arrested again. Did you hear about poor Billy Tibbetts? I mean, not poor Billy Tibbetts, but Billy Tibbetts. I think I pulled the whole stuff. All right. So the reason that we talk about Billy Tibbetts, for those of you who don't know, is that pre-trial Karen Reed, it was during a hearing with Judge Beverly Cannoni, and there were a lot of people, I guess, on Zoom. We were watching it on network television, but there were a lot of people on Zoom watching it. And Jim, I guess it was Jim, the court clerk who was in charge of muting the Zoom, did not mute the Zoom. And in the middle of the hearing, somebody just said, free Billy Tibbetts, free my boy Billy Tibbetts. And so we started using that. We started using it as a joke. And then people would get so mad at me. They're like, you don't know, Billy Tibbetts did such bad things. How could you joke about that? I'm like, I don't even know. It's just a joke because somebody didn't mute the Zoom. That's the whole purpose of this joke. Billy Tibbetts was a hockey player. He even played for the Rangers, I found out when I was doing this deep dive on it. So this happened on March 20th. Did they extradite him yet? Billy Tibbetts is 51 years old. He was arrested, whatever day this was, March 20th, March 19th, whatever day was it, Tuesday, at a Massachusetts motel for allegedly violating a protective order tied to a harassment claim. A warrant reportedly had been issued on February 4th by a Massachusetts judge, with Pennsylvania among the neighboring states listed for extradition. U.S. Marshals and Plains Township Police arrested Tibbetts at a Red Roof Inn on Route 315, and he was arraigned before being released on $25,000 bail. He has an extradition hearing scheduled for March 25th. Oh, well, I wonder what happened there. Reportedly, Billy Tibbetts now resides in Rhode Island. He's a Boston native who appeared in 82 games across 4 NHL seasons from 2000 to 2003. He played in 62 games for the Penguins over 2 seasons before joining the Flyers for 9 games in the 01-02 campaign. Tibbetts wrapped up his career with 11 games for the 2002-2003 New York Rangers, failing to tally a single point. In his career, he scored 2 goals and added 8 assists to 10 total points. This arrest is the latest in a lengthy history of run-ins with the law. And it says here, Tibbetts pleaded guilty in 1994 to graping a 15-year-old girl when he was 17, according to the Pittsburgh Tribune Review. Well, that's not good, Billy Tibbetts. I'd have to deep dive more into that. 1 year later, he was arraigned for assault and battery with a dangerous weapon per ESPN. He reportedly served 39 months in jail for violating his probation before being paroled in 1999. In 2007, police arrested him on multiple charges following a high-speed car chase. He was arrested twice in 2019. He spent 2 months in jail for harassing a Massachusetts police chief, according to the Patriot Ledger. Shortly after exiting jail, he was reportedly arrested on drug charges in Boston. Oh, Billy, man. Police claimed that Tibbetts possessed a small white rock-like substance believed to be crack cocaine, per the Patriot Ledger. That arrest landed him another year-long jail sentence since it reportedly violated the terms of his probation. Billy Tibbetts, the gift that keeps on giving. This is Caitlin Ann. Well, I guess he was jailed for harassing the Scituate police chief. Oh, man. Huh. Oh, did you know that he also ran for selectman in Scituate? I don't know that. Yeah, Billy Tibbetts, if you're listening, when you get out, get out of Massachusetts, says Dave Matthews' neighbor. I mean, now I gotta fall into the rabbit hole and Google where if they extradited him. Hold on. This is how rabbit holes happen. We should do rabbit holes in real time because Boozy Beauty sent me into a rabbit hole. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. Let's see, what's the most recent? Six days ago. So I don't know what the latest on that is, but if any of you want to fall into the rabbit hole of Billy Tibbetts, I welcome you to do so. Tonight is the last night for Chris Albert. Company retreat, that's what it's called. Dreaming by Day says, my friend plays Helen in Company Retreat. She isn't a close friend, but she was so excited to be cast. That's so cool. I auditioned to play the plaintiff's attorney on the original Jury Duty, and I was so bummed when I didn't book it because I really think I nailed my audition. But because it went to the Emmys. That's exciting. That's the new Jury Duty. That's what it's called, Company Retreat. Imperfect Women on Apple TV is awesome. It has Kerry Washington and Elizabeth Moss. Oh, that's interesting, Jersey. Waiting for Aaron Spencer. Not happening until, I don't know what the next date is, June? I mean, we can look it up. Let's look it up. Unless anybody knows, and they can just put it in the chat, and then I don't have to waste time looking it up. What is the next court date for Aaron Spencer? I think the trial date's been pushed because there's a new judge who needs to get up to speed. You know? Why not look at the Duggar case? I thought about it. I'm just really behind on that. Like, that's going to have to be a really big deep dive, Carrie. Those poor Duggar kids. Weren't they then placed with another family who then also abused them? That's horrific. The system is broken everywhere, not just Massachusetts. Mass Mom says, new case idea in Boston just happened. Lady arrested and held for self-defense stabbing of her boyfriend. Boyfriend died. Need more idea. I need more info than that. If you want to email me the details with like a link to like a real news article about it, that is interesting. That's similar to what just the trial we just covered on Lucy Medina, right? Thanks for your 5. Gigi says, I understand. Keep those clowns out. Yeah. You know who needs that? Nobody. And then Gigi, yeah, I put the link below. The clip of Jess calling you Prada is my favorite. Oh, thanks, Emily. Somebody sent that to me. Thank you. Emily said, I thought of you and all the cupcakes when I saw that. So that's right. You're the one who sent it to me. I had to DoorDash it this morning. It says no crying on the yacht. I DoorDashed it from Target because I wanted to come and see you guys. I didn't have time to go to Target. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone should get one. Everyone should get one. But if you want my merch, the link is pinned to the chat and everything is 30% off for like the next couple of days. Maybe we'll do a giveaway at the end if you stick around to the end. June 22nd is the next date for Aaron Spencer. Thank you, Cherie. But I don't think it's the trial date yet, right? I think it's like another conference. Let me see if I think I do have it in my calendar. I do. Aaron Spencer. It says the trial begins. So I don't know if the trial is really going to begin that day and if I didn't update my calendar, but we got some time. Thank you, Gen X 1960, for gifting 5 memberships. You're awesome. Thanks, Wheaton, for becoming a member. And Laura says the Dyson is great. You have so many great tips. I love to share secrets. That's my thing. I love to share secrets. What do you think about pretrial on 4/29? Says Dizzy. April 29th is supposed to be a pretrial hearing on Aaron Spencer. Let me just see if I have that in my calendar. I did not. I don't have yacht merch yet, and here's why. A lot of the designs that people sent me are AI. And because I have two children who are in the arts, I cannot put AI on merch. They forbid me from doing that. So if anybody has any original designs that they want to make yacht merch out of, I'm happy to take a look at them and I'll send you a free sweatshirt if I use it. How's that? They tell me AI is destroying the planet. Right? Yes, they do. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, they do. It's destroying the planet and we cannot use AI on merch. I'm sorry. I love your designs. I think they're adorbs. But we like to see originality. We're artists. We're artists here. That's right. Dakota says no AI for Melanie Little. We can. It's destroying the planet. Yellow Jackets. Yeah, Yellow Jackets. The show messed me up, but it's a good show. It is good. It's really good. I liked it too. It's disturbing if you can handle that kind of disturbing TV. You know, then do it. My kids won't design my merch. I told them I would even pay them. I'm like, I'll pay you to design my merch. They have no interest. Big new filing by Maya Kowalski. How big? How many pages? How many pages? I know. Right. What, if anything, the amount of electricity and water needed to support AI is insane. And you know what's also the problem with AI and things like Claude? Listen, I love Claude. Claude can be a very necessary tool. But none of our kids are going to learn how to actually craft a letter or draft anything if they can just have AI write them a letter. And by the way, younger generations than Gen X, when you're sending me a pitch email, like a cold call type email trying to get my business, don't start your email off with "Hey!" exclamation point. No, don't do that. Hey is not a greeting in a formal letter. It's just not. Caitlin says AI is the main culprit for rises in unemployment. Yes. And when one of my daughters told me that one of the high school teachers is using Chat GPT to draft quizzes. Really? Now the teachers are getting lazy too? Not all teachers. It's not always accurate either. Like you can Google something and use AI mode and it gives you all kinds of wrong information. Craftastical says that too. AI is destroying the planet. The sites used for AI are enormous and the power used on the servers for creating is outrageous. What about the new Proctor response? What did he do? Did he just answer the complaint? And it's like admit, deny, admit, deny, admit, deny. Boring. Boring. Give me something interesting. Bridget did it. She did it. She caved. She brought the dice in. I can't wait to see if it's life-changing for you, as life-changing as it is for me. And you know what? Mine broke and I brought it in and it was a free repair and like they stand by their warranty and everything. You got to really remember to clean out the filter with an old toothbrush. Get an old toothbrush and keep cleaning out that filter and it won't overheat. Two or three pages on Maya and it's pretty upsetting if true. Well, haven't seen it. All right, let's they're going after Greg Anderson now. Tell me in the chat what's happening with Maya. Maya Kowalski was one of the first trials that, and we didn't even cover that gavel to gavel. We did recaps on it and covered a lot of the pleadings. Do your kids realize you're a big deal? My friends have no idea what I do. Like my closest friends have no idea that I'm even on YouTube. Or they'll say things to me like, how's that YouTube thing going? I'm like, yeah, it's you know, it's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well. It's good. How's your accounting job going? Like, it's hilarious. Yeah, no, my kids are like, they did. When I hit 100K, they came in with a rainbow cake for me. Remember, I was on the air and they all came over and they surprised me and they had a cake. It was awesome. Did I see Maya's affidavit and what she accuses Greg? No, where can I find it? Fanbase at mlittlelaw.com. Shoot it to my inbox. I'm going to throw up when I read the new documents. Really? Oh, are they having a reunion for Age of Attraction? They are? I didn't know they were having one. Oh, I was wondering because I was like thinking like I really do want to have a reunion show and to see who's still together. I don't know. Do you think that Teresa and John are still together? Did you guys watch Age of Attraction? Very interesting concept. I hate reality TV generally, but I was intrigued by the concept of all these people being sent to beautiful Vancouver Island to find love, and none of them were able to ask the other person or the other people on the island their age. And so without age as a barrier, there were many couples, well, at least 6 of them, that fell in love that had very large age discrepancies between them. One of them is Teresa and John. Teresa is 54. John is 29. He's older, or the same age as Teresa's oldest son. And I don't know. Could you get across could you get past the social expectations and the social blowback that you would get? If they go out, people think it's her son and they're like making out. It's kind of weird, right? Oh, please. And then there were girls who were like 22 that fell in love with guys who were like, 40 with 2 kids. It was really, really, I thought it was a very interesting social experiment. No, they do see each other, but, age looks can be deceiving, right? They see each other and they're on this beautiful island. I really want to go there now. But age can be deceiving. And I guess a lot of people, when they do like dating apps and stuff, they have to put their real name and then they put like a range of people that they want to meet. And then like age is like this thing that's stuck in their head of boundaries of people they won't date younger than or older than. And then it was just interesting to see. Doesn't stop Leo DiCaprio. Nope. Sure doesn't. Oh, was he 27 or 29, John? Teresa's oldest son is 28 and her date or her lover 27. Teresa's 54. I knew that one couple wasn't going to make it. Oh, wait, no, I never thought they were going to make it. And then he wound up proposing to her in the end. I couldn't believe it. Right? The girl who had been engaged like 4 or 5 times. That girl, you live on Vancouver Island? Andrea, is it as gorgeous as it looked on that show? Beautiful. I agree. I think that women dating younger men should be more normalized. I agree. I just don't know if they're still going to be together. Oh, you did? You went in and Pinky ordered 8 items from my Amazon favorites list. So much fun. Yeah, people, I don't have an Amazon wish list. My Amazon list is my recommendations to you of things that I like that I think that you would like. They're not being sent to me, they're being sent to you. So somebody was confused and thought that I had an Amazon wish list where you would buy things for me. No, that's not what this is. We should go shopping. That's what we should do one day is just go shopping. Oh, he was 27. Why did I think he was 29? And her son was older. Okay. Per online, they're still together because it just did. I had to find out. The hairstylist, right. That guy proposed to her, right? The Italian guy. Let me tell you something. The do not call list is a scam. It's a scam. It is a scam. I went on, I once again registered for the do not call list, and now I get more spam calls than ever. They say you're supposed to wait a month, and no, I get more spam calls than ever. I don't even answer my phone anymore, unless it's a person whose name pops up that I know. Right. She was the one, and he was the Italian kid, right? Or no, wait, was he the guy who just looked like Justin Alea? Now I'm getting them confused. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you found some stuff on there that you like on the Amazon list. Oh, you bought it too? Yay. Speaking the same language, just bought a Jason also. It's $4.99 on sale. I'm telling you, that's a good price because you can't get that price anywhere. And it is life-changing. I know. That's what I'm thinking too. Let's do a favorite things show. I know. I took a few days too. I just went underground, except to do the fundraiser show with Will LeGlaire on Saturday night. Court says, I used your Amazon list for my Christmas list, by the way. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. There's a call filter app from Verizon, Felicia. I think I need it. All right. Hold, please. Let's see what we have here. Thank you, Cherie. Thank you, Cherie, for sending this to me. Cherie from As the Gavel Drops. Hold on one moment. This is the affidavit of Maya Kowalski. What is this a supplement to? Well, let's read the affidavit of Maya Kowalski. Many of you have been here since the Maya Kowalski days, and so I guess it's only fitting we're coming full circle on this, right? That was in the beginning of my channel all the way back in 2023. All right, let's see. Cherie, always here to help from Down Under. You say I'm going to freak out when I read this? All right, let's see. Maya Kowalski, in case you don't know, has moved to Hollywood or West Hollywood. And I think I don't know if she's pursuing an acting or a modeling career. She looks very glam on her socials. Let's take a look. I don't really have anything planned today. Too much planning makes me tired, and I still have to pack. And I'm trying to limit it to carry on only. Let's see how that's going to work, because it's going to be warm in Hawaii and maybe 30 something at night in Boulder. So I bought those vacuum bags. Oh, I should put that on the list for you guys. It's like these vacuum travel bags that come with it comes with a little handheld pump, so that you can bring the pump with you to vacuum. You put all your clothes in the bag and then you vacuum seal it, and then you can fit a lot more stuff allegedly in your carry-on bag. And because it has a handheld pump, you can do it again when you're repacking. So we'll see how it works. I don't know where this document just went. I'm trying to enlarge it for you, but it's hidden on my screen now. Hold on. There we go. You go over there. Let's make you bigger. All right, let's say. This is an affidavit of Maya Kowalski filed on March 18th, 2026. State of California, County of West Hollywood, Los Angeles. I, Maya Kowalski, declare as follows. My name is Maya Kowalski. I am over the age of 18 and competent to make this declaration. The statements contained herein are based upon my personal knowledge. Declarations in California are similar to what we call affidavits in New York and many other states. I guess this is not going to let me highlight it where I want to. Okay. The statements contained herein are based upon my personal knowledge. I previously provided a sworn statement on September 2nd, 2025. This declaration is intended to supplement and not contradict that prior statement. Over the course of Gregory Anderson's representation of me, he frequently communicated with me privately without my father's knowledge by text message, email, and telephone. Oh, I don't like the way this is going. Hold on. I'm going to need a red pen because the highlighter is not going to work. And your girl likes her red pen. Flare pens only, though. Is anybody as particular about their pens as I am? I have a girlfriend who did college visits with her son, and she fully admitted that she is a pen thief. And she said, I'm a pen thief. I steal pens everywhere I go. And not really steal them from stores, but like if there's a free pen cup, she's taking one. And she said, my kid is going to whatever college provides me with the most upscale pen. We don't use pens so much anymore, right? All right, back to Greg Anderson's, what I think are going to be not so. These are allegations, remember, allegations. As time went on, I became increasingly uncomfortable with the tone and content of many of Greg's communications with me. Examples of things that may be uncomfortable are set forth below, and copies of these communications from Greg are available and can be produced if requested. Oh, people are unfamiliar with the Maya Kowalski case. I'll tell you about the case after. Let's finish the reading first, and then I will just give you a brief synopsis if I can find my old notes. I turned 18 years old in December of 2023. Shortly after the new year, Greg arranged and paid for a hotel room for my friends and me. Greg knew that I had just separated from my boyfriend, and he wanted to cheer me up. I was very upset and emotionally vulnerable at that time. Greg also stayed at the same hotel in a separate room. While drinking at the hotel, Greg invited me to come to his room. When I arrived, it was apparent to me that he had been drinking. I'm sorry, what? Taking Care of Maya. Yes. Good movie. Gives you all the information before the next trial. It's Greg Anderson was her lawyer, was her lead counsel. Taking Care of Maya is a good movie. Gives you all the information before the trial, right? There's going to be a retrial. There was something like a $240 million verdict. It was a civil case in Florida. Maya Kowalski was a young girl who was medically kidnapped, in my opinion, by the social services department of Florida because they thought her mother had Munchausen by proxy because she had been taking her daughter for what we have to say on YouTube. It were K treatments for her CRPS or chronic regional pain syndrome. Her mother's name was Beata Kowalski. They took away her daughter and put her in hospital prison and would not let her mother visit her for many months. And then the mother, Beata Kowalski, who had grown up in a communist country, Poland, I think, right? Took her own life as a way to free her daughter from custody of the state. Unfortunately, it did work, and she was released from custody. And there was a civil action by the family for wrongful death and personal injuries and emotional distress to Maya, who was, I think, 10 years old at the time. And he was one of her attorneys since she was 10. It went to trial in Florida. I guess that was 2023 because that's when I covered it. And she and the family were awarded $240 million. Since then, it has gone up to the appellate court. Part of the verdict was reduced and part of it has been sent back for a new trial. It is one of the saddest cases we've ever seen, talked about. And Sally Smith, the witch, I can't unsee her face right now. It's triggering. But back to what Maya is now alleging her attorney did or said. We'll see, because this is the cold read for me. While I was alone in his hotel room, Greg rambled on about a variety of things for a very long time. During that conversation, he asked me to sign a new fee agreement because I had turned 18. That also is not uncommon because minors as plaintiffs in injury lawsuits have to be represented by a parent. The parent is the plaintiff on behalf of the child. And when the child turns 18, you do need to have them sign a new fee agreement, but not in your hotel room after you've been drinking. That is something that can be done by, I don't know, DocuSign perhaps, or in an office. I signed the document he presented to me. Greg did not explain that the fee arrangement might not comply with the rules regulating the Florida bar. I was not advised that the fee percentages exceeded what is permitted or that court approval would be required. At no time did I suggest or agree that Greg should receive a fee greater than what is permitted by the Florida bar. After I returned to my hotel room, Greg sent 2 bottles of wine to the room for my friends and me to drink. All of us were under 21 years old. He later came to my room. Again, allegations. Greg was the older lawyer. Yeah, sort of like Salt and Pepper hair. Greg made many comments to me that were inappropriate. Among other things, he encouraged me to be promiscuous and advised me that I should date older men. He told me that women age faster than men and that older men prefer younger women. He suggested that dating older men would make me more attractive in certain social and professional circles and would help me become connected to influential people. He also provided unsolicited advice about using contraception and not getting pregnant. Greg encouraged me to pursue a relationship with his 28-year-old nephew when I was just 18 years old. He also encouraged me to drink on several different occasions. And he commented about my behavior on what I wore when meeting his friends. Greg's comments about my sexuality, relationships, and social positioning made me uncomfortable. However, I did not immediately fully appreciate how inappropriate Greg's interactions and communications were. As I matured and spoke with other trusted individuals, I came to understand that Greg's behavior was not appropriate, especially for a lawyer representing a young client. Remember, she lost her mom when she was 10. In July 2024, Greg told me that I was no longer permitted to speak with Nick Whitney. Nick, who I understood to be one of my attorneys and who I liked and trusted. Yeah, there had been some beef between the attorneys. Nick Whitney and Greg Anderson were co-counsel in the trial. And I think Nick Whitney was an employee of Greg Anderson's firm, right? Around the same time, Greg asked me to sign an affidavit regarding Nick that I believe contained inaccurate statements. I refused to sign the affidavit. I relied on Greg to provide me with accurate and complete information regarding my case, my finances, and my legal rights. By the fall of 2024, I no longer felt that Greg was acting in my best interests. I did not trust him, and I became very concerned about his motivations. Because of this and other reasons, I reached out to Nick, despite Greg telling me not to speak with him. In conversations with my father, I learned that he also had significant concerns about Greg, including concerns about his honesty, how he interacted with my brother and me, and concerns about his handling of financial issues. After discussing these matters and others with my family, we made the decision to terminate Greg and Anderson Glenn, LLP. Yeah, remember they did fire Anderson's law firm. Didn't Greg Anderson also mortgage his house or something to pay the disbursements on her case and all the trial expenses? I think I remember that as well. Oh, please. Yes, that's what I was just thinking, Allison. Great minds. Look at that. Our comments crossed. With respect to the advanced funding loan, Greg never informed me that the Florida bar prohibits attorneys from participating in advanced funding loans transactions. Advanced funding loans for plaintiffs are like one of the biggest scams going. They lend clients money while their case is pending, and they charge an exorbitant amount of interest. Like, it should be illegal what they charge. Your client could borrow something like $10,000, and by the time the case settles 3 years later, they're paying back $100,000. Like, it's insane. I didn't know that the Florida State Bar prohibited it. And I'm not even sure if New York still does, but a lot of clients are desperate and they do it, and it's bad. They're predatory lending companies, if you ask me. Greg did not explain the total costs associated with the advanced funding loan, including the magnitude of fees, interest, and repayment obligations. Greg never told me to get independent counsel before the loan was closed or funded. I was also not advised that smaller or less expensive funding options may have been available. Greg did not explain to me that the loan documents could restrict my ability to make independent decisions regarding my case, including whether to settle, retry the case, pursue an appeal, or retain new counsel. Greg did not tell me that the lenders or other parties to the transaction could influence or control these decisions for me. XOXO, Maya Kowalski, dated 3/18/26. Marmite says he sold his house, Greg Anderson, and took his girls out of private school. Listen, these are allegations. I don't even know. This declaration was obviously, and does Florida use the verbiage of a declaration as well instead of affidavit? I don't know. But anyway, these are allegations. I don't know what this was filed in support of. What is the motion that this is supporting? Does anybody know? Typically, a plaintiff's retainer is 1/3, 2/3. The retainers that we always used were, we pay all the expenses, all of the costs associated with the prosecution of your case. At the end of the case, we get our expenses back. They come off the top. And after that, it's 2/3 to the client, 1/3 to the attorney. I've seen retainers in other states like Florida where they go as high as 50% if the case goes to trial. And so I don't know what her retainer said. And so I don't know what this is actually in support of. but you guys were outraged about it. And so I read it, but without more information, I just can't opine on it other than to say these are allegations. She did fire Greg Anderson's firm at one time. I haven't been keeping up on all the side drama. Then there was, I think, some litigation between Nick Whitney and Greg Anderson. Greg fired Nick. And then I think she hired Nick and she fired Greg. Maya is asking the court to relieve her from paying him. Well, has she received any money? I thought there's a new trial. Or is he just looking for a lien on the case in the event that there's eventually a settlement? I don't know. Yeah, it can go this way too, Mo. 1/3 to the attorney up until trial. 40% if it goes through trial, then 50% for an appeal. I don't think we're not allowed to do that in New York. So I'm not sure what state that is. But, it's risky. And that's why plaintiffs' attorneys make a lot of money because they don't take cases that they're going to lose. Cherie says the new trial is April of 2027. And so that's it. If you're interested in all of these papers, we can look into it further, but it's disturbing. It's disturbing. Maybe I'll refresh your recollection on who Greg Anderson is. Let's see if I can find a quick little blurb here somewhere. Let's go back. Do my notes even go back that far? I don't know. Let's see what we can find on the tubes of you. Remember juror 1 getting questioned by the judge. Remember that? Okay, this is Greg Anderson's press conference after juror number 1 was questioned by the judge. Hold please while I put this up for you. And that will refresh your recollection on who Greg Anderson is. Let's see. Take this down. And this goes all the way back to there's right, here we go. I was trying to find a date for you. When was this? January 3rd, 2024. Is that possible? And this was in Sarasota. Dr. Joe. That's how we also met Dr. Joe Corcoran. All right, so that's Maya Kowalski's dad in the middle, her brother.
I'm Greg Anderson. I'm the Kowalski's attorney.
So go ahead and talk about how are you feeling after this? How do you feel just that they brought this juror back in, questioning him once more?
Well, of course, I knew he'd win. I thought that the juror did an absolutely superb job, but I'm extremely disappointed that it went this far. It was horrible to put that juror through what he's been through. I think that it's not good for our system for people to feel as though they give their time as a citizen for something like this, that they're going to end up just getting grilled and things exposed about the past. And not think that there was anything bad about the juror at all, but I'm just saying, if the defense had been given the ability in any way, they would have never stopped digging. They would have never stopped peeling the onion with the jurors, and that's just not the way the system's supposed to operate. And it's pretty horrific how far it went. I think that the court was being extremely cautious. He's a very wise judge, and he knows we objected to it, but I think he wanted to make sure in a case this high profile, every single issue, every single point that the defense was trying to make about there being something wrong with this trial was put to bed.
You knew with this big of a case that these instances were going to come up, and you're still going to continue to fight them.
I am. Like I said, we've been talking about this for a long time, and we, Jack and I and Maya and Kyle, we continuously get emails and calls and letters, and they just break your heart. And we can't represent everybody, but I do know that the Kowalskis, should they prevail on this, are going to try to do something to establish a foundation or some other system so that there's support for folks out there, so that they can take on the system. They can take on these huge healthcare systems. So the answer to your question is, yeah, I need a little break right now. So I probably won't be taking on a whole lot of them. We'll finish up with the Kowalski case, and then we'll look at a few more.
And how much longer? I mean, we know that this case can continue to stretch out, but
Yeah. Well, with interest running at what I think is over $50,000 a day, I'm hopeful that the defense wakes up and decides that an appeal.
So if the date on this video is right, this was January 2024. The allegations of Maya were from December of 2023, like very close in time to when this interview was done. She turned 18 in December of 2023. And that's when the hotel stuff allegedly happened. And then by July of 2024, that's when she alleges that she was told not to talk to Nick Whitney anymore. So that's a little refreshing, your recollection of who Greg Anderson is. Again, remember, these are allegations at this point. Somebody said, what would her motivation be to lie? The motivation would be that she doesn't want him to get a fee. That doesn't mean that none of this stuff is true, but I just can't opine at this point. I don't know enough about it, and I wasn't there. Glitch says, any plans to cover Mickey Stein's trial? Yeah, when is that happening? Is there a date for that yet? Yes. Yes, I just don't know when it's coming up. Laura says, is it just me, or do you have Afro Man songs playing in your head all the time? He's hilarious. Thanks for covering the meshigas of a trial. Yes, I have lemon pound cake in my head constantly. And Randy Walters is the son of a bee. I have that in my head constantly too. Thank you for your 5, Laura, and good to see you. Mass cop arrested for killing a carjacker, says Double Trouble 247. Haven't dug into that one yet, but I did hear briefly about it. Thanks for your super chat. Oh, Shmoopy. Melon chat, I just got my transferee to London. Eeks, please put vacuum bags on your Amazon list. You and the cupcakes taking Tiny Jesus with me. Oh, congratulations. You're going to London. Congrats. Yeah, Martha says the hysteria at the beginning from him. Yep. Innocent until proven guilty. We don't really have much at this point. I mean, I don't know. Right. And exactly. Magnolia Gypsy says the allegations have life-altering implications. If true, shame on him. If not true, her retrial is pretty screwed. Jay Hatch must be loving this. I don't know that any of this is going to come into her retrial, because the retrial has to do with the allegations against the hospital. But I just don't know, because I don't know what this affirmation is in support of. If she's trying to not pay him, if there's been anything recovered, if she's trying to get out of that loan, paying back that loan. I don't know. Let's take a look at the case I was telling you about before. The new case that I'm interested in. And I also got to get up and turn on the fan. So it'll give me a second to get up. Where is it? What did I say? I'm a Caleb Flynn, right? Okay, this is a hearing that happened. All right, so we're going to pivot right now to Caleb Flynn, who is going to go on trial allegedly at the end of this month, April. Tomorrow's April. Allegedly at the end of this month, less than 2 months after the alleged murder, which is wild to me. This is Ohio. This is a conference that happened March 30th, which was yesterday. Look at us. We're going to kind of start in the middle. All right, here we go. This is Caleb Flynn. He was charged with the murder of his wife. He was on American Idol once, a long time ago. We talked about this a little bit in the beginning. Let me just put this on for a second. And I need to go for a second and turn the fan on. It's wicked hot in here all of a sudden. BRB.
Good morning. Please have a seat. Good morning. It is Monday, March 30th, 2026. We are here on case number 26CR88. The matter is captioned State of Ohio versus Caleb C. Flynn. Sorry, Caleb Flynn.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're kind of light spoken. If you keep your voice up so we can have an accurate record, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, this matter comes on for a pretrial conference as well as a hearing on a motion for non-dissemination. Present in the courtroom on behalf of the defendant is Attorney Patrick Mulligan, as well as Emily Smith. On behalf of the state is Prosecuting Attorney Paul Watkins and Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Bailey Arnett. The court met with counsel in chambers to discuss some preliminary matters. We dealt with the pretrial conference first. The counsel has exchanged discovery, at least initial discovery. Is that accurate, Mr. Watkins?
That's correct, Your Honor. I previously turned over some discovery in this case, and then this morning turned over all discovery that's currently in my possession. Clearly, with the understanding that's not going to be everything. It'll be turned over on a rolling basis as I receive it.
Okay. Mr. Mulligan, you agree you received that?
Yes, we did today, and we signed acknowledging such.
Great.
Thank you.
We also discussed matters as far as a time waiver. Defense counsel did file in the municipal court a time waiver there. The court instructed defense counsel that if he and his client intended to waive time in the common pleas court, which is our court right here, then a new time waiver would need to be filed pertaining to the specific charges that have been indicted upon the defendant, as well as refer to the Ohio and federal constitutions. At this point, Mr. Mulligan has indicated that his client does not intend to file a time waiver, so the court set this for trial. Is that accurate, Mr. Mulligan?
It is, Your Honor.
So at this point, a trial date has been set for April 28th. That's a Tuesday. It will be a 2-week trial beginning on that date at 8:45 a.m. In addition, if defense counsel wishes to reconsider filing a time waiver, the court has set this for a status conference on April 6th at 2 p.m. And that time waiver will address the specific specifications the court has set. We're also here for a hearing on a motion for non-dissemination of material and discovery, as well as other.
And that is also known as a gag order. I'm looking for a gag order.
Potential evidence that may be presented in this case. Defense counsel filed for that just last week. My understanding is that at this time, counsel would like to set that for further hearing, and we will discuss that at the status hearing, the status conference. And Mr. Mulligan, at this time, I would request that you would make a motion here on the record for continuing today's hearing on that motion for scheduling on April 6th, where we will set an actual hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate, number one, the discussion that we had on that issue. Two, I appreciate the understanding that was discussed. And I appreciate the fact that continuance is needed for today for at least a week until we do the status conference, which would actually set a potential hearing date if we need one. In the meantime, we will be having discussions internally and also outside the office about that particular issue. Thank you.
So is that a formal motion, Mr. Mulligan?
It is. Thank you.
Thank you. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
All right, the court will grant for good cause shown, grant the continuance of the hearing on the motion for non-dissemination. We will further that.
So there's a gag order and none of the discovery is going to be available to the public. So another one where we may go in blind. This is, wild that the trial is allegedly going to start April 28th. The murder was in February.
Discuss that on April 6th at the status conference. During the pendency of that motion, the court will keep the attorneys to ask the attorneys to continue the status quo with regard to non-disclosure and refrain from any disclosure of evidence in this case or talking about that until we have that issue resolved. Defense counsel?
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Watkins?
No objection.
It's like,
Are there any other issues
Thank
we
you.
need to discuss?
Just for the record, Your Honor, Marcy's law was complied with for today's hearing.
Thank you.
Welcome.
All right. Mr. Mulligan, anything further?
No, but thank you, Judge.
All right, we'll all see you back on April 6th at 2 p.m. If there's nothing further, we're adjourned.
Thank you.
all right, let's take a look at some of the body cam footage. Come back, back. This could be a good one for us to follow. Let me know if you're interested. As always, I'm here for you. Okay.
Step forward.
What evidence?
What's that?
Did a seemingly perfect dad and husband really kill his wife as their children slept nearby? Caleb Flynn was back in court Monday, and the judge made a big decision that could lead to answering that question once and for all. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Chris Stewart does a lot of good work for Law and Crime. Do you notice that? Law and Crime, if you don't know, recently just bought Court TV, and Court TV fired almost everyone at Court TV, including all the reporters, except for Vinnie Politan and maybe one or two others. I don't know what their new format is going to be, but this guy gets a lot of good content. And as I said earlier in the stream, if you weren't here, I spoke to Matt Johnson earlier today. He's going to come on when I get back from vacation. So we'll get a chance to catch up with Matt Johnson, who was every single day at the Karen Reed trial, both trials.
This is video of him backing of who people want, that most people dream of. And it seemed like they were living life. In covering the story of Caleb Flynn over the last several weeks, I think about what life might have been like before the early hour mornings of February 16th. It wasn't that long ago, where the Flynn family, at least on the outside, it seemed like they were living the kind of life that most people want, that most people dream of. But now this is the reality of who Caleb Flynn is because of what he allegedly did. This is video of him back in court today in Ohio. And in his case, the judge made some
That was the hearing we just watched from yesterday.
Big decisions, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. Now, here are the basics of this case. And it's getting more and more attention each time Caleb Flynn goes to court, because it's a story that is just so difficult to comprehend. And frankly, it is just so heartbreaking. Caleb and Ashley Flynn, they were raising their two young girls in their town, Tip City, Ohio, which is north of Dayton. And this is a couple that had been active in their church. Ashley had been a teacher at the local school. She's also a middle school volleyball coach. You have Caleb, who's working for a flooring company, and he was also a worship leader, and he played in the church band. But the reality of that life, it's no more. It's been shattered. And less than 2 months after Ashley's body was found, shot to death inside the Flynn home, with Caleb hyperventilating, claiming that an intruder did it. We could find out.
Right, we're going to see some of the body cam footage, and the children were in the house. What does this remind you of?
Out whether he is the one who actually pulled the trigger, as police have alleged. Now, this is video of Caleb Flynn in court Monday for this pretrial hearing. He has been in jail since his arrest on February 19th, which was 3 days after Ashley was killed. At today's hearing, the judge set a date for Caleb's trial. And as it stands right now, that trial is coming up fast. Now, before we get into the courtroom and some of the drama that played out there today, let's get caught up to speed on what we're learning about the case against Caleb Flynn.
Oh my God. Oh
Miami County 911.
Oh my God. Somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife.
Are they still in there?
I don't know. Please hurry. Please hurry.
What are you seeing?
My wife she got 2 shots to her head.
Now, this was the start of the nightmare that allegedly took place inside the Flynn home on February 16th. It was around 2:30 in the morning when Caleb calls police screaming that someone had come into their home and shot his wife, Ashley, specifically on the 911 call. He said that she was shot twice. Now, law enforcement rushed to this house on a quiet cul-de-sac in Tip City, Ohio.
Okay. I checked this right here, nothing else.
Okay.
Are in the bedroom over there, they're still asleep.
Okay, have you checked on them?
The 911, yes. Right now, no one else comes in here, period. No, no one.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Reminds me of the Brian Walsh case, right? Strangely, he knew it was 2 shots to the head. That's interesting. I don't know if they're blurring the body cam on purpose. I think so, because there's a gag order now after yesterday. And I think this aired last night. I find it's really hard to judge how anybody would behave in this type of a situation. And so kind of reserve it for the evidence, but it's always just an indicator. Some people are calmer under pressure like this or under traumatic circumstances. Like, you know who's really calm in cases like this when they find a dead body is Jennifer McCabe. I mean, remember how calm she was. And her husband tried to convince us all that she's just calm under pressure. She's the one everyone goes to when there's pressure like that. This sounds to me like a frantic 911 call. Oh, the outside isn't blurred, only inside the house? Okay. I want to hear that again when he says 2 gunshot wounds. Hold on. He specifically said she was shot twice. All right.
Call. He said that she was shot twice. Now, law enforcement rushed to this house on a quiet cul-de-sac in Tip City, Ohio.
Okay. I checked this right here, nothing else.
Okay.
Are in the bedroom over there, they're still asleep.
Okay, have you checked on them?
The 911, yes.
Right now, no one else comes in here, period.
No, every door.
No one.
Okay.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey, you want to sit down?
No.
Okay. Take a breath.
Is she gone?
Look at me. Look at me. Take a breath. Okay.
I can't.
Look at me. I need you to breathe, okay?
Try not to touch much.
What do I do with my daughters? What do I do with my daughters?
Right now, I need you to breathe, okay? Do you have any family that you can call? Okay, where's your phone at? Okay. Do you want to call family?
Did I miss it? Or are the daughters still asleep? They're sleeping through all this noise?
Hold on. Corey, do you watch him? Yep.
Water's in around there, not together. They could yes, one person only.
Oh, that door's open over there. That back door is open. Is that lead outside? Because I can't see. Is that a closet?
Leads outside.
Okay.
The center console of the truck.
It is. Should we have him? Okay, look at this. Watch out. Oh no, it's paint.
Don't touch.
Do you see any blood along the truck at all?
Back doors up.
Hey, someone watching him. Somebody needs to be watching him.
Hey, is somebody watching him? She's like she's like whispering into the body cam. Thank God for body cam in Ohio, huh? It's real blurry, but they're looking at his truck and they're looking for blood in his truck. Also giving me vibes of the of Sarah Grace Patrick, how she and her sister were in the house when the parents were murdered. That's why they think it's Sarah Grace Patrick who did it, because you know she was there.
Where's he?
You want me to call Mike if you want to? Okay.
Are there any firearms in this house?
I have a shotgun.
Okay.
What's that?
Oh, I said okay.
I wish I could see his face better because it's so blurry. I can't see his face. I hope they secure the weapons. Okay, thank you. Allie in Texas says, I saw the body cam before the gag order and it wasn't blurred. Good. That's exactly why I thought it was. Okay, thank you. That's right.
A shotgun and a 22 and like a pellet gun.
Okay, where?
And I have a handgun in my truck.
Okay.
in the glove box.
Okay.
Have you ever watched a true crime documentary and wanted to look through the case evidence yourself? Well, now
No, I'm not going to sit through their commercial. Sorry. Oop.
on Law and Crime Plus, what officers see when they go inside the Flynn house, but they keep the audio going and you can hear what they say. Police are just trying to gather the facts at this point, but you can also see that they do notice that the center console is open in a vehicle, and they also notice that there's a door in the garage that's open. Now, Caleb says he keeps a handgun in the glove box of his car. Still unclear right now if police have the murder weapon in this case. Now, police, as they continue to work their way through the home, they go into the rooms where the Flynn daughters appear to still be asleep.
Sit down on the couch, okay?
Do I call somebody?
Did he dope them up with Benadryl or something? How would they sleep through this? There's no way they would sleep through this. Anybody have little kids?
Awake, both of them. Yep. Sorry.
Sigma 230.
Is this just a room? Is this just a room? Okay.
RP is requesting a check on Rebecca Deshawn and
Clear.
boyfriend is at the location for the problem.
Where did Corey go?
Not just this, but 2 gunshots too, right? Huh.
What's that room? Here.
No.
The girl's okay?
Yes. Girls are okay. Okay, you're good. Sit down.
Do I call do I call anybody?
Hold on, honey.
Okay. Oh my God.
Do you want to let him?
Is there a dog in the county? Is he gone?
Hey.
I can't see my wife. You contact. You want to take care of a dog? Hang on for a few minutes.
Corey, do we want to let him call any family? Or no?
Yes, he's okay to call family, but they cannot come inside this house.
Okay.
We're calling Shay. You want me to name?
Yep.
For name info.
Okay.
The kids are okay.
Yes. Both the girls they woke up when we walked in.
No, I don't want to do one right there, but
I don't want to ask him questions right now.
that's fine. That's fine.
For a few minutes.
I love the female officer whose voice we hear the most. The way she's just like sighing into her microphone. The sigh emoji is great for that.
Sit down, honey, okay?
Honey.
Stay seated.
Oh, is she, wait, is she talking to the girls or to him? It's too blurry to tell, but.
God.
Are you able to tell me her information? Yeah. I know this is really difficult, okay?
They're clear, thank you.
What's your name? Caleb. I'm sorry, okay?
This is like an Alec Murdoch. Alec Murdoch on the stand. I mean, I can't see it because it's blurry, but here's what I imagine is happening. It's like an Alec Murdoch on the stand, coughing, snotty nose running all over the place, kind of cry. He says he was home when it happened. I think, right? Didn't he say he was home when it happened? Like he was sleeping on the couch? Let's see if it gets to that.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You can call family, by the way. They just can't come in this house. They're not going to be able to come like near the house or anything like that.
I'm going to call it Mom. My parents live in Minnesota.
Okay, before you do that, can you do me a favor? Okay.
Yeah.
What's her first and last name?
Police then cut the audio. They seem to redact what Caleb is specifically saying about his wife and what he says allegedly happened inside the house. Now, not only was Caleb this seemingly loving dad and a husband, but he was also a pretty accomplished musician. And he was a contestant once on American Idol. It was season 12, talking around 2014. So he's someone who goes, he crushes an audition apparently in front of the judges, people like Simon Cowell, and he gets a golden ticket to Hollywood. Now, he didn't make it past that next stage.
I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket. Got a golden ticket. All right, sorry, I had to.
But he was featured on the show enough where they give him a little segment. And they asked him in this segment, he's introducing himself, talking about who he is. He's a self-proclaimed crybaby, he said. And he's also a man very much about his faith. And he's asked the question, what makes you unique? This is what he said. Quote, I absolutely love the Lord. I love my wife more than anything. She is very, very pretty. I love her. He also said that Ashley was the one who nudged him to go.
She is beautiful. She's stunning. Ashley Flynn. God rest her soul. Tiny Jesus is watching. Ashley. Ugh.
Back for an audition because apparently he had tried out before. It didn't work out the first time, but she said you should go back and audition again. Now, based on everything we know about Caleb Flynn to this point, at least to the outside world, it seemed like he was the last person who would do something like kill his wife. Now, after about 45 minutes inside the home in the body camera video, we see Caleb make his way outside, and there's just this emotional embrace with someone who appears to be a family member or a close friend.
Who is that? Does anybody know who that is? I didn't watch the end of this, so I don't know who it is, but originally I thought it might have been a woman he was having an affair with, but somebody said that the mother-in-law was comforting him. Is that the mother-in-law? Hold on. I don't know. It's the mother-in-law, her mother, comforting him. Okay. Okay. Okay, so here, come back to your screen if you didn't see this part of it. This is apparently Ashley's mom.
To be a family member or a close friend.
The self-proclaimed crybaby. His mother was in another state, right? That's his mother-in-law. That's Ashley's mother. She's very pretty. I love her. Yeah, that's the best he could do. Sniveling, crying, Murdoch tears. Ick. Stop it. Kelly said, ick. Stop it.
Come on, honey. understand.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. CPU Mata says, why would he hurt his wife? I'm new to this. I don't know. Was he having an affair? Can't anybody get a good old-fashioned divorce anymore? I mean, what happened to divorce? Cupcakes for Justice says some pixie looks like Elliot Stabler from Law and Order. I cannot allow it. I cannot allow it. You know, Elliot Stabler is my man. No. No, 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 no. Elliot Stabler is also, Chris Maloney is also a much better actor. All right, let's keep watching. He has a girlfriend?
Didn't
Oh.
you look at you? I mean, you think that's why I come just to look at him?
Oh, is he going to throw up now like Shonda Vander Ark into a garbage pail with nothing coming out? I don't know. They snatched him up so fast. This is going to trial so fast. That can be an advantage to the defendant, right? If they don't have a lot of evidence against him, he wants to get it over with quick and thinks they'll get an acquittal because, but I mean, how is this trial going to start on April 28th? It's going to be a 2-week trial. Tip City, Ohio is where it happened. And the murder was on February 16th of this year, of 2026. Oh, his girlfriend sings with him at church. Joe, Mar, how do you know everything about everything? You do, girl. You know everything about everything. It's in the chat groups that he was having an affair with friends that went to his church. Man.
The girls don't know. The girls are sleeping.
Where are the girls? Where are the girls? He's outside hugging and crying with Ashley's mom, whose daughter has just been murdered by an apparent intruder. By 2 shots, and the children are what? Still in the house? Grandma, go get your kids. Don't leave them inside the house with their murdered mom. Your daughter. Right.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either.
Go comfort the kids.
Just a little I'm in shock. Yeah, I think maybe. Do you want to sit down on the steps?
Do you have a blanket? Can we get him a blanket?
Yep.
Can we get him a blanket? Let's get him a blanket. Nobody's worrying about this. Does anybody know how old the children are? Only if you know. No guesses. Just tell me if you know how old the children are. 2 girls sleeping in the house while their mother was brutally murdered in her bed. They're awake, apparently, because they woke up when the police went in there. Look at that beautiful dog. Look at that beautiful dog looking out the window. You know who's the best grandma on television right now? Michelle Pfeiffer in the Madison. For those of you who watch it, you know what I'm talking about. The way she told off those grandchildren, those spoiled grandchildren of hers. And then blamed herself because they were so rich and spoiled. They're younger than 10. Okay. And they're inside with a bunch of police officers that must be terrified. The dog knows. You can say, look at the dog knows. Dogs are very intuitive. Okay, now all of a sudden it's not blurry anymore. So I know you guys are eagle-eyed. Let's see if there looks like there's any evidence of a break-in, because his story is that there's an intruder. There's an intruder. So watch as they do the walk-in. Well, I had a comment blank. I had a comment blocking the cute little puppy. So it looks like a doodle. I don't know. You're right. Let's watch. Dog's wagging his tail like nothing's wrong. How about we move the evidence around? Bring him a blanket off the couch. Why are they letting her move potential evidence outside the house to give this guy a blanket? Bundle him up. I mean, you know, there is some snow on the ground, so it might be chilly, but do we really need to like take a blanket off the couch to bundle this guy up on the stoop? Elaine is here. Hi, Elaine. Elaine says he said they came in the side garage door or garage door. Oh, and lawtuber of Norfolk County, nothing gets by you. And him trying to rub off the gunshot residue. Who's comforting the children? Make him a little baby burrito. Make him into a little baby burrito.
Who walked around in the back?
What's that?
Who walked around in the back? The deputies?
Deputies.
None of us have walked around in the back?
No.
Do you not want us to?
I don't. I
Let.
was going to wait till dogs got here. We have 2 dogs.
Okay.
I just had them go around.
Okay. Is she the brains of the operation? She's like, anybody go in the back of the house? Anybody go behind the house? I don't know. Maybe you could find some footprints or something. I don't know if it was actually a break-in. The police told the kids to stay in their room, Jessica. I believe that I believe you that that's what they did, but why would they do that? Leave the children in their bedroom with their murdered mother in the other bedroom? Is anybody watching them? Did they just say, "Oh, here's an iPad, kids, go"? And she's saying, "Did anybody check the backyard? And do you not want us to?" I guess she's not in charge. She's deferring to him. I thought the children were taken away by a policewoman, says Martina. I don't know, unclear. You know, the best body cam footage was Sarah Boone. Oh my God, how great was that? All she wanted was her smoke and her Dr. Pepper. This is making my eye twitch.
Who walked around in the back?
What's that?
Who walked around in the back? The deputies?
Deputies.
None of us have walked around in the back?
No.
Do you not want us to?
Do you not want us to? She's like putting on her investigator hat. She's like, I want to go solve this. Maybe we should try and solve this murder instead of sitting here watching this man baby be comforted by his mother-in-law on the porch with a blanket that we just allowed him to take off the couch.
I was going to wait till dogs got here. We have 2 dogs.
Okay.
I just had them go around and put up. I don't know. Told my went around some to put up the tape.
Yeah.
That would have been it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at it's cold. They put up tape. There's even snow on the ground, but they're waiting for the K9 unit, I guess. Huh. You know, it's too bad dogs can't talk because dogs know everything. Remember that case that we looked at one time and there was a parrot in the house, and the parrot, when the cops got there, the parrot told the cops everything? That was wild. I got to find that footage again. I don't know what happened to it or even how to find it, but it was wild.
I'm sure I don't know what they need. I mean, Troy said they could bring a drone, but I don't know what they were looking for. I mean,
what you're looking for is the man baby maybe sitting on the stoop. I mean, I didn't have an opinion about this case until I just started watching this, and now I have an opinion. But, you know, innocent until proven guilty. I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying maybe the guy you're looking for is sitting right there on this stoop. It was brutally cold. Okay. All right. I'll go with that. But do we need to take the blanket off the couch as a potential evidence? I don't know.
I froze, and then I ran, and the door to the garage was wide open.
All right, wait, hold on. I heard what? They could bring a drone, the bald officer says. He's giving me Brian Albert vibes with that like white beard goatee thing.
Learning what you're looking for.
I heard
I mean,
I froze, and then I ran, and the door to the garage was wide open, and then I.
I think the room. I think the wife was shot in the bed, in the bedroom, the master bedroom, and I think he was sleeping on the couch. But he says he heard it, and it woke him up, and then he said the garage door was wide open, and KBD is here and says it is common for scenes to not be disturbed if canines are going to search to prevent anything from interfering with the scent for the dogs. Interesting, because we have not seen lately on the cases that we've covered, we have not seen a lot of canine searches. I remember there was a canine search for Katie McLean, right, in the Harry Turk case because she was missing, and then they did find her in the pond or the lake with rocks in her yoga pants pockets weighing her down. It's been a while. I think they used canines maybe to search for Anna Walsh as well.
How long were you here before we got here? Like 20 seconds?
yeah, not too long.
Okay.
'Cause I think I seen your guys' lights.
Yeah. No cars came driving out of
No,
here.
I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see anything either. All down high.
And
I didn't see
I
anything.
came first one. It came in. I started going fast, and they said,
Yeah.
Yeah. I hit my siren.
Oh, yeah.
Then I turned the siren off a ways down, so
Yeah.
I'm not scared no one.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't find it the first time.
Well, the side door is what's open.
It's open still.
Yeah, it is.
Now, in the hours after Ashley was killed, police said that the working theory was that this was a burglary that was turned deadly. That was what Caleb was saying. Police came, they put drones in the air, they had dogs on the ground. They found no sign, they say, of an intruder. One thing you do notice in watching the body camera video is just how police do seem to keep things very professional, even though the husband is obviously hysterical with what he is saying happened. But police, for as emotional as Caleb is, they do seem somewhat suspicious of his story.
Everything? Yeah. The back door is open. There's like a door on the side right there. It's open. So
you guys cleared the garage and everything?
Yeah. We didn't. The truck, the center console of the truck's open. And that's where he said he keeps his gun. So
Who shot?
The wife.
In the same room with him?
Yeah. In her bed. In the bed.
He didn't hear anything?
I haven't talked to him. Corey's the one that's talked to him.
Now, here's body camera video of an officer talking to an EMT about what he saw when he arrived on scene.
I know you're not certified. Tell me this. How long do you think she's been gone for? I mean,
Not long.
Okay. Because we're just trying to figure out why in the hell, where was he at? Because we got here about a burglary call.
Yeah, I'm guessing, but not hours.
Okay.
But they'll be able to get her body temperature.
Okay.
And they will be able to tell you a time.
Okay.
It hasn't been 5 hours.
No.
Okay. Her color,
Recently,
her color was still good.
Okay.
But not cold. But
okay.
It was gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah, I seen I knew she was gone.
Yeah. I don't have to get a name and date of birth if you come by the station later.
Yeah, we'll get this.
Or we can hang out too.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
We just hang out.
We're going to be pretty much hanging out here too until detectives get here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Police definitely seem to have questions, but they say since Caleb is so hysterical that they're waiting for him to calm down and for detectives to arrive. Now, here is the friend who is comforting Caleb with a blanket, asking questions to the police.
So it just happened that he just called
Yeah.
in?
Yeah. I would say probably 40 minutes ago now.
So with the groceries you laying down? She's sound asleep. You know, she knew.
She told me to sleep on the couch and I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened.
Oh man. Sometimes we gotta laugh or else we're gonna cry all the time. She told me to sleep on the couch because I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened, is what he says next. And you didn't hear the intruder coming into the house? And the gunshots? Or did he hear the gunshots and that's what woke him up? And why didn't that person shoot you as well? Why? Kiska says, thanks for allowing me to be a non-consensual cupcake. Oh, are you gifted? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. We have a lot of fun over here. Let's hear that again.
You know, she knew.
She told me to sleep on the couch and I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened.
Yeah, he's not coughing. See, nothing gets by you guys. True crime justice is like, I haven't heard him cough one time. All I heard him do was ask for a blanket and a hug. His shoes don't match, somebody said. See, nothing gets by you. He said brain matter? When did he say brain matter? Hold on. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I gotta focus. Get distracted by the chat. Let's start that again.
Say probably 40 minutes ago now.
Keep talking, Caleb. Keep talking. The cop said gray matter. Okay.
She's sound asleep.
The EMT said there was an exit wound with brain matter. She was shot in the head, in the face. Right. The dog didn't bark at the bad guy. It says adopt, don't shop. It was when he was talking to the EMT. All right, let me go back. Sorry, I was distracted. That's what we do. We rewind. We like rewinding because we get a lot of clues. It's like Blue's Clues over here. And Encyclopedia Brown. Did you guys read the Encyclopedia Brown books when you were a kid? I used to love those books. Nancy Drew and Encyclopedia Brown.
Truck's open, and that's where he said he keeps his gun. So,
Who shot?
the wife,
In the same room with him?
yeah, in the bed.
He didn't hear anything?
Right near, they think it's in the same room. Wait, you didn't hear anything? I don't know who he's talking to. Hold on. Back door is open.
There's like a door on the side right there. It's
Talking to
open.
another officer.
So,
You guys cleared the garage and everything?
yeah, we didn't. The truck, the center console of the truck's open, and that's where he said he keeps his gun. So,
Who shot?
the wife,
In the same room with him?
yeah,
But I think he
in her
wasn't
bed,
hearing.
in the bed.
He didn't hear anything?
I haven't talked to him. Corey's the one that's talked to him.
Now, here's body camera video of an officer talking to an EMT about what he saw when he arrived on scene.
I know you're not certified. Tell me this. How long do you think you've been going for? I mean, it's probably
Not long.
Okay. Because we're just trying to figure out why in the hell, where was he at? Because we got here about a burglary call.
Yeah, I'm guessing, but not hours.
Okay.
But they'll be able to get her body temperature.
Okay.
And they will be able to tell you a time.
Okay.
It hasn't been 5 hours.
No.
No.
Okay.
Her color.
Recently,
Her color was still good.
Okay.
But not cold. But
Okay.
there's gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah,
I think, well, the captions say great matter at the exit moon, but what it sounded like to me is gray matter at the exit wound. Yeah, that's the new thing. You can't say the G word on YouTube or they strike your channel for, I don't know, promoting firearms. I don't really know.
Okay.
There's gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah, I seen I mentioned gone, but
I don't have to get a name.
okay.
There's gray matter at the exit wound.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounded like gray to me. He could be saying brain, but to me, it sounds like gray. Either or. I think that's what he means is brain matter, because brain matter could be gray, right? Is gray.
I seen I mentioned gone, but
I don't have to get a name and date of birth if you come by the station later.
yeah, we'll get this.
Or we can hang out too.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
Just hang out.
We're going to be pretty much hanging out here too until detectives get here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Police definitely seem to have questions, but they say since Caleb is so hysterical that they're waiting for him to calm down and for detectives to arrive. Now, here is the friend who is comforting Caleb with a blanket, asking questions to the police.
So it just happened that he just called
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. I would say probably 40 minutes ago now.
Gray matter is brain matter. Curious George, the nurse, said so. I agree.
With the girls you're saying down?
She's saying something about the girls. Don't rely on the captions. Rely on your own eagle, your own hearing. Hold on.
With the girls you're saying down?
I can't catch it.
She sounds like you know she knew.
She told me to sleep on the couch because I was coughing. I shouldn't have listened.
Now, eventually, Caleb, wrapped in that blanket, is walked to a police car where the police say that he voluntarily went to the police station to answer some questions. Now, this is a video of Caleb giving his DNA voluntarily to police. We don't have timestamps on this body cam video, so we don't know just how many hours after police arrived at Caleb's house where this is happening.
I'm sorry to meet you under these circumstances, sir. Again, you can call me Will. Now, what was your first name, sir? Caleb. Caleb.
Okay, if you want to come to your screen now, he's at the station. Hi, there's all my nurses are here today. Nurses are the unsung heroes. Really amazing work and underappreciated. It's all about the nurses. Oh, you said registered idiot here. Well, you didn't, but there are a lot of nurses in the chat. Maybe they're not you, but there are a lot of nurses in the chat. I thought that was a bag of like potato chips, but I don't think it is. On the table. All right, if you want to come look. So we can look at him. Get a look at him.
This is happening.
I'm sorry to meet you under these circumstances, sir. Again, you can call me Will. Now, what was your first name, sir? Caleb. Caleb. All right.
From out of town, like my phone and everything. I'm gonna try to get everything processed with that we need, and
we'll see what we can do about as far as getting it back to you as soon as possible. But unfortunately, in the situation, it's kind of standard for us to, collect everything. Okay. I'm gonna step out since you're doing your thing with him. If you need anything, just
okay.
All right.
Pretty simple process. So, sure, Detective Morgan. Yeah, I got one. Thank you.
Detective Morgan, right out of Dexter. Hold on, we have Dexter. We put Dexter in the corner sometimes. Remember Detective Morgan from Dexter? There he is. His sister, wasn't his sister? Deb was Detective Morgan. That was a weird plot twist that we really didn't need, by the way, in the original Dexter. I'm just saying.
Kind of told you. So for touch DNA, if there's stuff left at the residence, this would eliminate you. Like if the crime lab, they see it and they're like, okay, no, this matches the homeowner. So we need, or it doesn't. So now we have this other profile. We got to try to find out who that is.
Okay.
So with these, it's real simple. It's sterile.
I think so.
New packaging. So if you just open your mouth and then I just put it in and I swirl it around on your cheek a couple times.
Now, we don't have interrogation video of Caleb. It seems like that part of this case, even though they've released the body camera video, the parts that have been redacted are truly the specifics that could make or break a trial. We do know based off court records that the 911 call and the body cam video, you seem to understand what his side of the story is. But what's a big question still at this point, what was the evidence that specifically prompted police to say that Caleb Flynn is the one who allegedly killed his wife? Now, we don't.
Okay, if you want a shirtless selfie of this guy, come on over because they got one for you. They're thinking of you. Here you go.
And still at this point, what was the evidence?
There it is. There's his shirtless selfie.
That specifically prompted police to say that Caleb Flynn is the one who allegedly killed his wife. Now, we don't know if there's an alleged motive either.
Nice
Police have
camera.
not listed that publicly yet.
I don't know much about the situation other than sounds like a home invasion and went bad or something like that. So,
Oh, wait, I got to move the captions because I want to see what he's doing with his face when he's saying, when the officer maybe just trying to trick him into saying, looks like, I don't really know what happened, but it sounds like, there's a home invasion. Like, you got nothing to worry about, dude. We're not suspecting, but it really is. Yeah, the stuffed animals are in the room because that's probably a room where they question children. And sometimes they give those to children to make them more comfortable when they're questioning them. This is Ohio. Here we go. Let's hear that again. Let's watch his verbal cues and take a look at that amazing digital camera this officer is using to take pictures of his body, see if there's any injuries on him.
much about the situation other than sounds like a home invasion and went bad or something like that. So, all right.
He's just nodding like, yeah.
Let me check with the detectives real quick if they need. I don't know if they would actually need your boxers. If they do, then I'll ask. But
yeah, strip and spread them,
Now,
dude.
here's the moment that Caleb is put under arrest.
All right, Caleb. I need you to stand up for me, buddy. We'll place the arrest. All right.
Step forward.
We want evidence. What's that?
Turn
We want
around for me,
evidence.
sir.
We're not.
Wait, who's his buddy in the orange sweatshirt? This is the moment. This is this Tip City Police Department, Ohio. They're not saying what day this is when they place him under arrest. But I don't know who his friend is in the orange sweatshirt. He's like, on what evidence? And the cop is thinking, I don't got to talk to you, jerky. You know, you know. I don't got to talk to you, jerky. I love the jerky boys.
Moment that Caleb is put under arrest.
All right, Caleb. I need you to stand up for me, buddy. We'll place the arrest. All right.
Step forward.
We want evidence. What's that?
Turn
We want
around for me,
evidence.
sir.
We're not going to discuss that here. Okay. there's
Put your
time
hands
and place.
together for me, like
Did Patrick call you? What's that? Did Patrick call you? now. I didn't know that he was calling. So.
His lawyer's supposed to be calling right now.
Okay, yeah. We'll get in touch with him.
I'm being cordial and being cooperative. So,
You want to give him a hug real quick?
Somebody say they think it's his brother that's with him. You want to give him a hug real quick? Oh, they're huggy. They're huggy. I think it was only a few days later, says Jomar.
You want to give him a hug real quick? Go ahead.
I'm sure it'll come up. Because that's no evidence. They know how much you love that one. You're going to be okay. He's drunk.
Sometimes. Oh, they're gonna. I don't know. He's gonna give him words of affirmation. Oh, we didn't pull our affirmation card today, our empowerment card, or our quote of the day. We will do that in a few moments from now. Adventure Inn is here. Caleb was arrested February 19th, 2026, 3 days after this incident. See, we're doing it together. Together, we're falling in the rabbit hole together. Sometimes I come on and I know a lot about a case and I brief you on it. Sometimes we brief it together. Thank you. Venture in. He's strong. The brother's saying he's strong.
He's strong. I'm sure it'll come up. There's absolutely no evidence. They know how much you love that one.
They know how much you love that one. I mean, that's what the captions say. Is that what the brother really said? That one, referring to his wife? They know how much you love that one? Wait, did I just hear that right? Listen.
They know how much you love that one. You're going to be okay.
That one or that woman? Sounded like that one to me.
Okay.
That woman. Either way.
Sir, do you have anything that's going to poke or stick me? Any sharps or anything?
That woman.
He hasn't eaten in days. Can you get some water at least? Water to take him?
They'll give him food.
Information we hold non-priority calls then. I got a fraud that came in.
It's Dexter.
Relax your arms for me for a second, sir. Can you spread your legs for me real quick?
Can you spread your legs for me real quick? That's Dexter in the corner of the screen because we were talking about Detective Morgan. He hasn't eaten in a few days. Well, you should have been feeding him maybe. I don't know. Can you get some water? This is not a restaurant. He's under arrest, okay? We don't have a food truck here. And no. They do have nice handcuffs there. Interesting, Zoe. He hasn't eaten in days. Now that he's in cuffs, can you make sure he gets fed? Oh, I know. Blessed Mom from Texas is doing it together. Is my all-time favorite way. I know. Sometimes I feel bad because I don't know anything about it, but sometimes I feel like it's better when none of us know anything about it, except there's always people in the chat who are local and who know more than we do. And what I love so much about this community is that I didn't have a title for today's show because I didn't know what you guys wanted to talk about or what I wanted to talk about or what we wanted to talk about. And yet, how many people in the chat happen to be from Tip City, Ohio? And we just happen to be covering this case. See? That's how it goes. You guys know a lot. And then you guys, we're very collaborative. Very collaborative here. And if you understand that reference, you've been here for a long time.
Can you spread your legs for me real quick? All right. Just walk with us.
And it's unclear who that person is who is by Caleb's side in the waiting area, but it's just another example of someone who just could not fathom that he would be the one who killed his wife, as police are alleging. Caleb is cuffed and he's shipped down to the county jail. Now, when Caleb made his first court appearance, the judge asked him if there was anything he wanted to add, and this is what he said.
Is there anything you would want to tell me about that?
Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I'm.
I understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This judge is not buying it. Shout out to this judge. I don't know his name, but I guess this is the arraignment. Hold on. The judge is like, he's like, yeah, I just want to go take care of my kids. He's like, yeah, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, sir. FYNN is from Tip City, Ohio. And shout out to Kayla who sent this to me. She's a local sports anchor and a cupcake. She's a local sports anchor at WDTN TV. You may know her. And she said, let's cover this because I live there, near there. She's a sports anchor. And she's adorbs. And she's been following for a long time. And she said she's never heard of a case going to trial 2 months after the crime, and I haven't either. And she may go to the courthouse. So if anybody else intends to go to the courthouse, that's what we do. We hook all the cupcakes up together. And then, you know what I'm thinking of doing for you guys that go to court and your cupcakes is sending you all cupcake pins so that you can have a cupcake pins and that way you can identify each other in court and find each other. That would be kind of a fun thing, right? Let me know what you think about that idea. Mitchell says we're all Alice today. FYNN lives there. B-Dubs, boy mom is now invested. Penny wants to know if he can get a ham sandwich. Right, Adventure says he couldn't figure out how to feed himself in the 3 days he was apparently home before he was arrested. Yeah, because what had happened was he was in so much grief. He was in so much grief that he just couldn't eat because he probably read it in a book somewhere that that's what happens when people go through real grief is that they have no appetite. But listen to this judge. Come to your screen, and you can't really see him. He's in a little tiny box in the bottom right corner of your screen.
If there was anything you wanted to add, and this is what he said.
Is there anything you would want to tell me about that?
Sir, I just want to take care of my daughters. I'm not at risk. I'm.
I understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order.
I love this judge. And I love how he threw the word blanket in there. I'm wondering if he saw the body cam footage from outside where he needed a blankie. $2 million blanket bond. Let's see, did he flinch? I think he's still in custody, right? I don't think he posted bond, did he? You guys tell me.
I understand. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, the court is going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case?
Look at his face. Look at his face. Hold on. We got to see. I was watching the judge before. Now we got to focus on Caleb. Caleb's face as he says $2 million blanket bond. Okay. Here we go. Watch how his expression changes. Shout out to the man standing in the hallway. Looks like a law enforcement officer, maybe of some kind. All right, let's watch his facial expressions as he gets hit with the blanket bond. Oh, what did I do? Why did it mute? Did I hit mute on the way up? I guess I did. Here we go. He's in pain. He's in physical pain now as he is told that it's a $2 million blanket bond, means blanket for all of the charges. He's in a padded room. Yep. Either that or it's like some sort of furniture covering blanket, like a moving blanket behind him, stapled to the wall.
Going to order a $2 million blanket bond in this case, covering all of your charges. Should you post bond in this case, the court will order that you be on pretrial services electronically monitored house arrest. Furthermore, the court will order that you will have no contact whatsoever, directly or indirectly through a third party.
Caleb's been in jail since his arrest. A grand jury indicted him on nearly a dozen charges in Ashley's death. Caleb has pleaded not guilty to the 11 charges he faces. His bond was set at $3.5 million. Caleb is accused of aggravated murder, and he's also facing 3 other murder counts in Ashley's death. He's also facing 2 counts of felonious assault, 3 counts of tampering with evidence, and there's 2 counts of intimidation of an attorney, victim, or witness in a criminal case. And it has not been made clear.
Oh, so we don't know. Witness intimidation, tampering with evidence. Oh, what did he do? Hang on 1 second. 1 second. He's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, says Joe Marr. He did all of it. Allegedly. Allegedly. Innocent until proven guilty. All right, let's hear the counts again. And now his bond is at $3.5 million. And he's been there ever since. Aggravated murder. He's also facing
Other murder counts in Ashley's
3 other murder counts in Ashley's murder.
death. He's also facing
Death.
2 counts of felonious assault, 3 counts of tampering with evidence, and there's 2 counts of intimidation of an attorney, victim, or witness in a criminal case. And it has not been made clear as of yet who Flynn allegedly intimidated. Now, there are also firearm specifications attached to those murder charges. In the news release from authorities in Tip City, they did write, quote, if convicted, Flynn will serve life in prison without the possibility of parole. Now, the death penalty, it is on the books. It's legal in Ohio, but no one has been executed since 2018. Flynn was back in court today for this pre-trial conference, and all discovery to this point has been handed over from the prosecution to the defense. We learned that any more will be provided as this case moves forward, they say. And then the judge said a trial date has been set.
I like this judge too. This is the judge we saw when we watched the hearing earlier in the stream. It is Judge Janine Pratt. You guys are telling me that judges are elected in Ohio. Go Ohio. Jaded for Justice says, according to court documents, Flynn is also accused of, from February 16th to February 18th, attempting to intimidate a witness to a criminal or delinquent act by reason of the person being a witness to that act. I think this judge could be interesting. I like how she so far commands her courtroom from the little we heard of her this morning. We love her hair. She's got great hair. She's got blonde hair. She's a bombshell with librarian glasses on. Like staging the scene, right? They said that could be some of the witness tampering charges, right? Or evidence tampering charges, Allie, right? He's crying for himself. Yeah, it seems like it.
At this point, Mr. Mulligan has indicated that his client does not intend to file a time waiver, so the court set this for trial. Is that
right? Because he didn't want to waive his right to a speedy trial, which means April 28th, this might happen. And that tracks. That's good for us because I'll be back from my Hawaiian vacation today. By then, well, I'll be back in a week, but you know.
accurate, Mr. Mulligan?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. So at this point, a trial date has been set for April 28th. That's a Tuesday. It will be a 2-week trial beginning on that date at 8:45 a.m. In addition, if defense counsel wishes to reconsider filing a time waiver, the court has set this for a status conference on April 6th at 2 p.m. And that time waiver will address the specific specifications the court has set.
So April 28th would be a little more than 2 months since Caleb Flynn allegedly killed his wife. Now, it's possible at this April 6th hearing that the defense asks for more time in preparing Caleb's case, which would move that trial date back. This is obviously a very public case, and the allegations are incredibly shocking. And then you have the evidence like the body camera video, you have the 911 call that has been put out there that has continued to make this case a headline that a lot of people are interested in following. At the same time, the defense is trying to limit the amount of information that is going public as this moves forward.
We're also here for a hearing on a motion for non-dissemination of material and discovery, as well as other potential evidence that may be presented in this case. Defense counsel filed for that just last week. My understanding is that at this time, counsel would like to set that for further hearing, and we will discuss that at the status hearing, the status conference. And Mr. Mulligan, at this time, I would request that you would make a motion here on the record for continuing today's hearing on that motion for scheduling on April 6th, where we will set an actual hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate, number one, the discussion that we had on that issue.
Ooh, defense attorney's name is Patrick Mulligan. I'm sorry, Patrick Mulligan. I have, right? Mulligan. I don't know. Somebody said, is he, an attorney of note? I don't know. I think she's going to go up there with our best female judges. Maybe we could talk about that. Judge Frenier is another great one. Who was the Cyndi Lauper judge that reminded me of a cross between Bessie Johnson and Cyndi Lauper? What trial was she on? And tell me her name again, because she was amazing. Loved her. I'm pretty sick of the female judges representing the females in law, like Judge Barbara Elmore and Judge McCarthy Nyman and others. So we need to give flowers out to the fair judges. It was the Tellis trial. Yes. What was her name? Robert Tellis's judge. She was so great. Can't remember. Why is there a gag order? Just because they don't want evidence against leaking before this trial. And apparently, according to his charges, he's already tried to intimidate some witnesses, maybe. She was in Vegas, right? She was in Vegas. I can't remember her name. I'll find it. And yeah, on April 6th, they could decide to extend it, but it seems like discovery's been exchanged. So we'll see.
I appreciate the understanding that was discussed, and I appreciate the fact that continuance is needed for today for at least a week until we do the status conference, which would actually set a potential hearing date if we need one. In the meantime, we will be having discussions internally and also outside the office about that particular issue.
He's got some gravitas, this attorney. Harley Chick went to high school with him. Patrick Mulligan. Small world, eh? Kill Bell says they may try to hush-hush the info, but it's all over the Ashley Flynn Facebook groups and local chat groups. That's what her name was, Michelle Levitt. Thank you, Zoe. Zoe keeps track of everything. Michelle Levitt. Oh, I hope she gets another trial that's televised soon so we can go back and watch her again. She was so great. Cyndi Lauper, Betsy Johnson crossover. Right. And right. And other judges we did not like. Judge Lott, another one, Lisa Lott in the Edric Foss trial. Barbara Elmore, Lisa Lott, and McCarthy Nyman are the trifecta of judges that, in my opinion, are despicable in many ways. Many ways. Michelle Levitt, thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
So is that a formal motion, Mr. Mulligan?
It is. Thank you.
Thank you. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
All right. The court will grant for good cause shown, grant the continuance of the hearing on the motion for non-dissemination. We will further discuss that on April 6th at the status conference. During the pendency of that motion, the court will keep the attorneys to ask the attorneys to continue the status quo with regard to non-disclosure and refrain from any disclosure of evidence in this case or talking about that until we have that issue resolved. Defense counsel?
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Watkins?
We saw this earlier.
Are there any other issues we need to discuss?
Just for the record, Your Honor, Marcy's law was complied with for today's hearing.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Mulligan, anything further?
No, but thank you, Judge.
We'll all see you back on April 6th at 2 p.m. If there's nothing further, we're adjourned.
So again, April 6th, the next big date in this case involving Caleb Flynn, and he remains behind bars, and he appears to continue to be claiming his innocence against the accusations that he is the one who fired the shots that killed his wife. That will do it.
All right. Awesome. Thanks to Chris Stewart, right?
We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. Subscribe.
All right. Well done. You know what? Sometimes I like to play his stuff and just comment on it because he puts it all together. He ties it up in a nice little bow. And that way I don't have to go out there and find 700 clips. And especially when we need a recap. Yes. Judge Gull, Fran Gull, should make the list also, except for that I did not cover that case extensively. I didn't cover any of the hearings, and a lot of it wasn't televised, and the trial wasn't televised. And so I don't remember. I don't really have, from what I hear about her, she's horrible. I'm talking about the judges that I have personally watched perform. Judge Elmore, we didn't watch because nothing's on camera with her either, but I've read all of her rulings. And somebody said, Judge Cannoni didn't make your list. And no, I think top 3 injustices that we have seen is Elmore, Lott. I mean, she could, if I wanted to extend the list a little bit. Hold on. For some reason, the thing over there just started playing music. Hold, please. Scott McGinnis says Beverly Cannoni for dishonorable mention. You guys are saying her friends are all over Facebook. A lot of times I get emails from friends of victims who want to tell me about the victim because I always like to learn about the victim. So that we can remember the victim. Here's Tiny Jesus. All right, today's quote of the day. Let me take this down. We're done with Caleb Flynn for now. But if you're interested, let's continue to follow, especially if the trial could be coming up. Barbara Elmore was the judge on the Aaron Spencer case in Arkansas. She's a peach. She also backed into somebody's car in the courthouse parking lot and just walked away and didn't report it. Remember the video we watched of that day? Thank you, Scott McGinnis, for always being there and waving that flag. Nobody waves a flag better than Scott McGinnis. Today's quote of the day, inspirational quote of the day for Tuesday, March 31st, 2026 is, you have to create something from nothing. Ralph Lauren said that. You have to create something from nothing. Kind of like this YouTube channel. That's exactly what I did. And here we are all together. And look at Noni lady. She's been here for 28 months. She's amazing. Thank you, Janet. I think you're going to like it here. Tammy says, please cover the Johnny and Matthew Goodrow case in Jersey. I know. The defendant's name is Sean Higgins. Has anything happened recently? I need to devote a whole show to the Goodrow brothers. And I've covered it before, but I need to catch up on everything that's been happening. And I will, I promise you. I don't know when that trial's happening. Yes, I did not get to watch that. Elf says, great debate last night on Defense Diaries. I know. It was Ali Mata and Andrea Burkhart arguing the Richard Allen side of the appeal. And they had another gentleman on there whose name I don't know. And I don't know him, arguing for the state side of the Allen appeal. And then Bob Mata was moderating. I didn't have a chance to watch it, but I want to. Thanks, Tammy Lynn, for your super chat. Cupcakes for Justice says hiding in the corner now. Who, you? Thanks for your super chat. Good afternoon, Emanj. Do you like my new pic? I can't really see what it says because I can't. Wait, happy 8-month. I don't know. Looks like a baboon. Very cute. Oh, it's Punch the Monkey. So happy to be here today, but I can only listen. Oh, thanks for your super chat. On top, thanks for your super sticker. And look at Jomar gifting 5 memberships. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, his name is Michael Ostbrook, and he's a great appellate attorney in Indiana, says KK Billingsley. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always go live when I'm away, so don't worry. You're not going to miss me too bad. Thank you on top. Oh, M. Monge at the end of the her username has smooth as cruise. Let me show you something. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, please. Let me see. How do I get this to play for you? I have to download it first. Let's see. It's a video from Aiden's show with Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Tell me what your favorite part of that interview was if you watched it. Yeah, the Cyndi Lauper judge was in Las Vegas. Another perspective today says, if you're on the North Shore, you must stop at Ted's Bakery for breakfast sandwiches and pie, all kinds. Maybe closed due to flooding, but if open, please support this amazing small business. I know. Look, we're going. That was a really, I was just going to say a really ironic turn of phrase. We're going to Oahu, come hell or high water. And if there's flooding and we can't get around, we're going to stop and help some relief efforts if we can. But we're going for Accepted Students Day, and we're going. And I'm going to be on the plane for 12 hours. And so I will accept all recommendations of things to go and do on the island. Stephanie says, Tip City PD called in the county sheriffs, OBI, and FBI that night. They are not equipped for this. It's going back to Caleb Flynn. Steffi said, well, not a member of the church the Flynn family attended. My niece and I have attended their Easter and Christmas services where Caleb led the worship songs. That's interesting. Tammy says, there's been a pretrial hearings recorded. The next is April 14th for the Gaudreau brothers. All right. I'm going to put that in my calendar. Will it be live? It's New Jersey. I think they do it on a delay there. I have it in my calendar, actually. At the pretrial conference for Sean Higgins, 1:30 p.m. on the 14th. I think Kelsey Fitzsimmons also has a hearing that day, but it's in the morning. So we can do both. Put it in your calendar. Tammy Lynn, put it in your calendar. Thank you again so much for your super chat. Martina said, Kelsey talking about when she was in the cell was sad. Yeah, the horrible mattress and being in jail, and how Courtney, Tim Bradle's paralegal, would talk to her all day on the phone on FaceTime to keep her sane. Post that I like that Bradle explained why he didn't do a long animated closing. Right, because it was for a judge. He wasn't performing for a jury. Lori said, I think the part about Chief being a boys club. Yep. Yeah, I don't think she's going back to North Andover PD, right? Angie said, try the shaved ice as well, but try and get it from a local off the beaten path. You know, I highlighted some of your comments earlier. I'm going to have to go back and find them, but I think you live there, and I'm going to have to go back and find your comments later. Jen, aloha. Maui. Aloha. I can't wait to have a lay around my neck. I really, 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 really can't. Courtney did go above and beyond. She 24/7 around the clock, keeping Kelsey calm. She's really a good paralegal is worth her weight in gold or any amount of money. And Courtney is just that. She worked her ass off on this case. And I do know that sometimes Courtney would be on FaceTime with Kelsey and they would be watching my show. That's the only way that Kelsey could watch. And the support from all of you and your letters and your cards that you sent her really got her through. And she said that. She said that too. She really enjoyed our cards, letters, and books. Yeah. The DA saying that there was no jail time if she was guilty. Yeah. And I've been reporting that since jump, right? That even under the guidelines, she spent more time in jail already. The 103 days that she spent in jail was longer than the amount of time that she would be sentenced to under the guidelines, because under the guidelines, she would be entitled to probation. Here it is. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Wait, what? Stop. Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this because, I don't know, StreamYard is so weird and sucky, but for the amount of money that they charge for StreamYard, they really should have better capabilities. All right, well, tell me if you can hear this.
That's great. What do you have to say to two of your biggest supporters out there? Your most
Wait, is
vocal
it even playing? It's
supporters?
not playing because it's
There's
the
a
wrong
gentleman
window.
by the name of Mark Asadorian, known as Mazza, and a woman by the name of Melanie Little. She's an attorney.
Because that ain't it. Anyway, she did thank us. And it was really, 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 really sweet. I don't know why it's not coming up on here for my available windows to be shared, but what if I open it with QuickTime? Let's try it that way. All right. All right, can you hear that? No, you can't hear it now? I don't know, I'm on a Mac, so it's got a problem. You could hear it before. All right, well, let's go back to the before. Let's go back to the before. I don't know why QuickTime Player won't play on StreamYard, but maybe just out of the regular library it'll play. Let me see if it's even here. Can you hear that? No sound? No sound still?
I didn't know who they were before.
What do you have to
before
say
this.
to two of your biggest supporters out there?
I now know-
His vocal supporters. Is a gentleman by the name of Mark Asadorian, known as Mazza, and a woman by the name of Melanie Little. She's an attorney on YouTube. They were complete strangers to you before this. What do you have to say to them? And like, did you know who they were before this? And what do you think of all the support that they galvanized for you?
I didn't know who they were before this. I now know that they are amazing humans that are so generous and have taken their dedicated time out of their day for me and my justice. And without them and the eyes that they've put on this case, I truly don't know if I would have been able to handle a lot of this. They'll never know how thankful I am. They really will never know.
Wasn't that so sweet of her? That is Kelsey's QR code up in the corner right now. If you'd like to donate to Kelsey's defense fund and for all things to help Kelsey, she's got a long fight ahead of her in family court. She was so sweet. She was so lovely. She was so grateful. And thanks to all of you guys for doing all the things, for caring about her, for caring about her case, for all the letters that you wrote her, for all the money that you donate to her fund. It's not over. It's not over. She hasn't seen her baby since he was 4 months old. He is now 13 months old. Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. If you didn't watch the her entire interview and Tim Bradle, both were on Turtle Boy. In fact, they told him they were only going to come on for 15 minutes, and they wound up being on there for like almost an hour and a half, I think, right? Almost an hour and a half. And it was really sweet of her to go on and to give her time and to come on and show how grateful she was to all of you. I love that so much. Let's see here. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? I know. I can't. Can you imagine not being with your baby for 7 months? More than that? 9 months. It's been 9 months. BB says, my heart goes out to her. I've been in her position. And I send her strength, love, and prayers for reunification daily. She will be with her son again. I hope so. It's sinful that she hasn't seen her little baby. Let's pull an empowerment card for today, eh? Shall we? It's been 9 months. Yeah, my math was bad. Here's an empowerment card because we all need an empowerment card for the day. If you're behind, there was no sound, and then there was sound. But if you're behind, then you can't hear what I'm saying anyway, so it doesn't even matter if I say anything. Here we go. Today's empowerment card. What is coming is better than what has gone. Oh, that's a good one. What is coming is better than what is gone. If you needed to hear that today, you're welcome. Only good things to come. Did I mention what you need from Amazon? Well, I did pin the Dyson, but we can look at the list. If you want to look at the list, we could go shopping. You want to do that? Let's go shopping. Yep. So sad they haven't allowed Kelsey or her parents to see the baby in all of these months. Yep. Christy says, I can't imagine not seeing one of my babies for that long. All three of them ran hurdles. Tim Bradle ran hurdles too? Or just Kelsey and Aiden? Jomar says, I can't imagine the pain of not being with your baby. I was barely away from my baby for her first 2 years. Oh, thank you, Sherilyn. She says, we love you, Kelsey, and we love our Melanie. Thank you. On top says, plus Kelsey's lifeline while in solitary. Courtney is an angel. Yep, absolutely. Lori says, take the flowers. You deserve it, Melanie. Oh, that was really sweet. Aiden didn't have to ask that question. That was really nice of him. That was really classy of him, I thought. That was nice. Pilo's mom says, for you, Melanie, and the cupcakes for sharing the love for Kelsey Fitzsimmons and Karen. I think the K means Karen. Or did you mean for Kaden? Kaden begins with the C, so I'm not sure, Pilo's mom, what you meant, but thanks for your super chat. Can you please read Aiden's affidavit check email? It's like 7 pages, you guys, and I got a pack, but let me see if I have. Is it in screenshots or is it in one document? Because if it's in screenshots, I don't have the patience. I got to put every screenshot up separately. And if it's 7 pages long, then I need like a whole time to do it. What is your email? Does it have anything in the subject line? Does it say what it is? I have 700 emails here for real. Something about Barry Morphew in here. When is the Barry Morphew trial coming up? Because they pulled the cameras because of JLR, I think. And I don't know if the cameras are coming back. Oh, it looks like. Oh, going back to Maya Kowalski. Thanks for sending this to me, Katie. There's a plaintiff's notice of filing a preliminary expert report, and they have an expert coming in who's the former president of the Florida Bar and former chair of the Florida Bar's Professional Ethics Committee. Oh, it's plaintiff's motion for authorization to withdraw funds from court supervised trust account filed on February 26, 2026, and other motions that have been filed and will be filed in this case. Okay. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, here's what this is based on this alone. So don't take this as gospel, but it looks like, remember let me just hold that for 1 second. Some of the defendants in the Maya Kowalski case did settle before trial. And so there must be some money that's being held in trust for Maya Kowalski. And so Maya Kowalski is making a motion, I guess, to withdraw some of those funds from the court supervised trust account. And so I guess they're trying to come up with reasons why Greg Anderson should not be paid. And then there's an expert report attached to that in which I will read one sentence, the one that sticks out to me the most, from the expert that says, it would be an understatement to say that this is one of the most egregious acts, one of the most egregious sets of ethical violations by a lawyer that I've ever seen in my entire career. And that is referring back to Greg Anderson. And then he goes into his opinion why, and it is many, many pages that I just can't read right now. But that's something for us to do in the future if we want to deep dive into the Maya Kowalski documents. Thank you, Katie, for sending that to me. Okay. Thank you, Kyle Sharkey, for sending this to me. This is many pages. It says affidavit of Aiden Carney, but it's unsigned. I mean, I know Kyle Sharkey gets all the documents, but because it's not court stamped and it's unsigned right now, without having read this, I don't feel comfortable reading it. Not to say that I don't trust you and you would send me bogus documents, but people do. And then people run with them and then they turn out to be fake or whatever. Like, it's unsigned. It's not stamped by the court. It doesn't have a caption on it. And so I am going to decline to read that to you guys right now. And I hope that you can understand. Oh, thanks, Angie, for sending me a whole. Oahu is pronounced Oahu. Yeah, didn't I pronounce it that way? How did I pronounce it before? Thank you, B-Mac. Says, please have a mojito on the beach for me for your $50. That is super generous of you. You're so sweet. What I really need is tips and tricks for sitting on a plane ride that's like 11 hours long. And this, because maybe I'll go buy maybe I'll buy a book or something. I don't know. I think we'll be able to do it, right? People say you really shouldn't fly nonstop to Hawaii. You should really take a connecting flight. But I'm like, I just want to get there. I just want to get there. Kelly Girl says, thanks, Mel, for hanging out with us. Oh, Jess Machado read it this morning. Great. Great. Get on over there after you're done with me, after we're done here, and go over to Jess Machado's channel on her YouTube channel, and you can hear her read it. Thank you, Denise. Says, I love your integrity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Don't forget. Yeah, she said, don't forget your compression socks, Melanie. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, let's check out what's in the merch shop, shall we? Because it's 30% off. But before we do that, we'll take a quick look at my Amazon favorites. Because if anybody likes to shop, then if you're anything like me, you have Amazon coming to your house several times a day. Well, plus I have a lot of kids, so there's always stuff coming here. Let me pull up my own page for you so you can see some of my favorite things. And then we'll do a giveaway. How about we'll do a giveaway? I'm just going to find the link. Let's see. Let's see. All right, it is in the show notes under Amazon. It says Amazon storefront. So it's in the show notes, and I think on the main channel page under Amazon storefront, there's like a whole page of, let's see what we have here. Let's see. When I pull it up on mine, though, it comes up as like with my address and stuff on it. I don't want that. What, is there a public page? Hello. All right, maybe I can do it this way. All right, let's see. That's my Amazon storefront. Look, there's a whole list of all the makeup products that I use that I love so much. Self-care stuff. There's my, oh, look at my 2025 top sellers. Let's take a look. That necklace that you guys like, oh my gosh, it's on sale for $14. Oh, the sunglasses, we love these. I've got these in 100 colors. Why does it pop up in a separate page? That's a pain in the neck. Comes up in like a million colors. They're like $13. I buy them and bring them all on vacation. Love them. Still fun stuff, but there's no way for me to do this. Oh, look, in the original Dyson that I had on here is $549, and the link I just put down there below is $499. I'm gonna have to link that one. There's no way for me to like put this up on the screen without doxing myself of where I live, so I can't really do it. I don't know how to do this. But it's in the link below, so if there's anything that you need, it's right there. Links. So there's links to, there's a whole list of makeup, there's a whole list of travel products, there's a whole list of self-care products, including like heated throw blankets. And there's like a heated thing that goes on your shoulders and your neck. Affirmation cards are in there. Cool robes. Microfiber hair towels, which are the best for like $8. There's like 3 of them in a pack. Let's see if we can go back to here. This is the self-care list. Okay, so there's like electric heated throw blanket. There's and these are amazing. I don't know how I ever lived without one. I don't know how I ever lived without one for $25. Then there's the weighted one that goes around your neck and shoulders. Liquid iron supplements, because who doesn't need iron? No, the merch link clicked in pinned in the chat is not the right one, Scott. The merch link is the actual merch. This is the Amazon list, which is in the show notes below. Goldie, yeah, I know about the flooding, but what about Turtle Bay? I heard Turtle Bay was okay. So I don't know. The silk bonnets are amazing. All right, so the affirmation cards. These silk bonnets are the greatest. If you sleep in them and you have curly hair or whatever hair or hair extensions or any kind of hair, $9.99. They're amazing. I also buy all of my like melatonin and supplements on Amazon because they're so much cheaper. Here, look, 300 tablets of melatonin, the dissolving kind that tastes like berry for $13. You can't beat it. We've got the affirmations. There's a cute robe for $24. This is the greatest. This Palmer's cocoa butter glittery oil, body oil. I use Palmer's every time I get out of the shower because it's amazing and it makes your skin so soft. And you just put it on your skin while it's warm, like your whole body. And this is the shimmery one, but it's not glittery like stripper glitter. It is lightly glittery, and it looks great like if you have a low cut top or something, or if you're like on a vacation and you're tan. Then of course we need heating pads. Everyone needs a heating pad. Crest 3D white strips, you can't beat them. This Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Ultra Gentle Daily Peel is really good for $20. And these microfiber towels are great for your hair for when you come out of the shower. 3 for $8. Look, they're on sale. How can you beat it? You can't. Guess what? You can't. This is the throat spray that I use when I'm on the air for when I get vocal fry. Oh, look, here it is. This is stuff I actually use. Like I'm going to earn 10 cents if you buy it. So I just really like to share secrets. That has nothing to do with making money on this stuff. Hold on. And then we've got, because self-care is very important. You cannot underestimate the necessity of self-care. This is the daily cocoa butter moisturizing oil. It's the greatest. It's the best. This number 7 stuff I fell in love with. It's like a British brand that you can't really buy here, but they have the eye serum, which is really good for $13. Everyone needs a humidifier. There's one. Oh, look, it's 30% off. It's $27. I cannot sleep without aid. This sleep aid gel, the soft gels, these are, I think, 50 milligrams, $10 for, I think, 250. If you try and go buy like Walgreens sleep aid or CVS sleep aid, it's like $40. This is $10 for 250. Throat Coat is the only tea that I drink, and it's $31, but there's 6 boxes of something like 12 tea bags. It's organic Throat Coat tea, also great for vocal fry. My kids swear by these Medicube jelly masks. They're very into Korean skincare, my kids. There's vitamin D3 because you all need that. 5,000 IUs a day. You know, some feminine products because who doesn't need that stuff? And listen, has anybody been to Walgreens or CVS lately? Deodorant is like $10. It's crazy. And Amazon is so much cheaper. It really is. This bio oil is amazing. I have it on today, which is why my skin looks so shiny. But I started using it instead of moisturizer when it's really dry out. It's been so dry here. $11. It's on sale. You're welcome. We love OPI nail polish in this house. And if you do your own nails, I don't. But some of my kids do. They have good prices on it. And then, of course, you need to get the dryer for your nails, for your gel polish. And look, you can get a dryer for $16.99. I like Palmer's so much, I put it on there twice, the coconut oil one and the regular one, $7. And here's a whole cat eye gel nail polish. If you have the patience for that, I don't. That's the matcha latte that I love. It comes from Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, this is matcha latte in a tin, and you just mix it with hot water, and it's green matcha latte tea, $11. You're welcome. The Wonder Skin that I love is here. The one I have on today is, I think, Whimsical is the color. It goes on purple, and then you wipe it off, and then your lips are stained all day long. You know it. Here's Tiny Jesus. If you need Tiny Jesus figures, look, there's 30 of them for $8. You're welcome. And this neck pillow is amazing. It's a travel neck pillow, and you can wear it like a million different ways. I think it's sold out though, because I did buy a few of them, and I think they're sold out. But look at all the different ways that you can wear it. It's really cool. I told too many people about them, and now everyone bought them, and I couldn't get the yellow color that I wanted. Oh, we have a Tiny Jesus emoji. We do. We have a Tiny Jesus emoji. Well done. Sharissa made that for us. There you go. And that, I think, is everything on that page. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, I mean, who doesn't need some home organization? This is cool. This is like a mini fridge for like kids, and it's yellow, and I bought my nephew one for Christmas, and he loves it. $35. If you don't have drop stops in your car, you need to have them. Oh, look, they're on sale for $20. It fills the gap in between your seat and your console so you don't drop your French fries down there or your credit cards or other things. And for $20, you can't beat it. Who doesn't have a drop stop? You need it. These extra large heavy duty moving bags, I use them to store summer clothes and winter clothes when I swap out my closet because you can see what's in there, and they're very sturdy. And I like the way they unzip and zip. Oh, here's a travel bag for your Dyson, $22. You're welcome. Look, you can put all the attachments in there, and then the base of it goes in here, and then you can travel with it. There's the a folding board. Do you not have a folding board? These things are the greatest. It makes folding fun, and it makes all your t-shirts and everything that you fold into perfect squares, perfectly flat. It's on sale for $15. Okay. I have a million of these Stanley cups in my house, a million, because my kids have all of them. Stanley, I don't know what the newest craze is, and they were making me crazy because they were all over the counter. These are magnetic cup holders. Oh, tell me they're unavailable. Sorry. But I have one of those water dispensers that you put the big bottle in, and because they're magnetic, you can put them right on the side of the water cooler, and then you can store all of these ridiculous Stanley cups that are so giant that take up so much counter space. Some desk organizers. What else do we have here? Oh, do your kids eat a ton of ramen? Mine do too. And they just dump their noodles in the sink. This goes over your sink. It comes in many colors and they can dump their ramen in there and then you don't have any more noodles in your sink. It's a colander strainer basket. Those are the protein bars that I love. Protein shakes, eyeglass. These makeup washcloths, I will not use anything else on my face ever. 6 of them for $8. So the softest things ever. You will never, ever take your makeup off with anything else again. You're welcome. Pill organizers, push pins. What else do we have? Fans. Every college dorm room needs a fan. This is my favorite frother. It's on sale for $14.99. And just miscellaneous items, legal pads, because I write with a million. I use a legal pad a day practically. Buy your batteries from Amazon too. They're so much cheaper. And all kinds of fun stuff like that. I don't know. I always have a disposable cup with me. Always. I mean, not a disposable cup. You know, like I have a monthly pill box on there. Yep. If you ever fill up your like pill box like once a week, it just takes forever. And then I also have like a whole skincare thing. There's a skincare list. There's a hair care list with all my favorite shampoos and hair products. I'm into Kenra lately because I love the way it smells. I'm going to have to add to this one. Hold on. I got to put the for sale Dyson on here now. Let me do that while I'm thinking of it. I'm going to add that product right now. Did it just go off sale? No, that's not the one. Here it is. I'm going to add it right now for you. All right, we'll look at the hair care just so you can see that I put the link on there. Okay. All right. And here we go. So this is the Dyson Airwrap, the multi-styler. This is the one that's on sale right now for $4.99. It's usually $649.99. Because look, even the one with only 3 attachments is $549. So go get it. It rarely goes on sale. And look here, the other one, the purple one is $649. So that is a good deal. T3 is my go-to brand for heat styling products. This is the T3 Micro Single Pass curling iron. And I just bought this flat iron, which is amazing. You can spend, you buy cheap, you buy often. One of the greatest things my dad ever taught me. You buy cheap, you buy often. You buy good stuff. When you break it down to price per use, it's not a bad deal. I love Color Wow everything. This Dream Coat anti-humidity treatment spray is amazing. You spray it on your hair before you blow it out when it gets really humid in the summer, and it looks amazing. I love Kenra because it smells really good. I love Kerastase because there is no imposter for Kerastase. Always been a fan. It's expensive, but again, I don't wash my hair every day, so price per use. And then there's high and low in here. Dry bar stuff is good. The Pantene hairspray this hairspray is great, but apparently it's not available now. My favorite brush is in here. All the Kenra stuff. And listen, if you're not drinking collagen peptides in your coffee or your hot drinks in the morning, what are you doing? You will see a dramatic difference in your nails, hair, and skin. They also sell it at Costco, but here it is for its Vital Proteins powder. It works best if you're making shakes or hot drinks. And if you put this in your coffee, it has no taste. This is the white flavor. And then the chocolate flavor, if you put it in your coffee, it makes your coffee taste like hot chocolate. Does anybody else take the Vital Proteins collagen peptides? I've been taking them since before Jennifer Aniston. And it's amazing. You will notice a dramatic difference in your hair and your skin. And then there's just assorted things in there. These are just, all my favorite things that I like to share with you. Sun Bum. We use a lot of Sun Bum in this house. And I've noticed lately that Sun Bum is locked up in CVS. Weird, right? It's not that expensive, but apparently people like to steal it. Let us StreamYard giveaway tool. I got to remember how to do this because it's been a while. Okay. We're going to do a giveaway. All you got to do is comment in the chat. You can comment anything. Make sure it's nice. Let's take a look at what's on sale in the merch shop. All of it for only 3 more days. So if you want to, we'll give away some merch. I'm feeling generous today because you guys hung out with me and we really talked about nothing. We talked about nothing. It was like a show about, it was like Seinfeld. It was like a Seinfeld show about nothing. But let's take a look in the merch shop and see what there is right now before we come up with some new merch, hopefully soon. All right, Amazon opens up a new window for everything. Everything. I mean, I should have my own, like, my own spread shop link available at all times. No, I have to go look for it. What should we? Where's the merch link? Oh, here it is. Okay. Why does it take me so long to pack? Like, it should not take me such a long time to pack. Why? Why do I have to, like, take out every single outfit, make every single outfit, and then I'm going to have to vacuum seal everything, and then, like, it shouldn't take long. I should be able to throw three things in a bag and just be like, I'm not going to need anything else. Like, this is it. I can live on 3 things. I can. I always overpack. I'm really, really, really going to try. I'm really going to try to just pack a carry-on. Plus, I got to bring some equipment in case I want to stream, because I always do want to stream when I'm on vacation. Maybe my daughter and I will, like, if we need one extra suitcase, maybe we'll check one bag. But I refuse to fall into the whole, airline robbery of paying $40 to check a bag. Like, when did that happen? When did we become when did we find all of these things acceptable all of a sudden? When did they do that? Like, when did we all of a sudden decide that everything is acceptable? Yeah, sure. Charge me $40 to check a bag. Sure, no big whoop. Fine. Just ridiculous. And then it's like, I always just cookies. I'm getting cookies on my own website. Okay. I wear the same 3 things like the whole time. And like, you're in a bathing suit, right? And in a cover up. Like, what else do you need? Overpackers Anonymous. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll need this. Maybe I'll need that. Why can't I learn how to, like, have a capsule wardrobe where everything matches? And like, I envy those people who can do a capsule wardrobe. And it's like, everything is a shade of blue. And so you can wear everything and mix and match. And then you can just, I'm so not good at that. I'm so not good. And I also hate waiting for luggage. I hate waiting for luggage. So I'm going to tell the girl, listen, we're going to do it. We can do it. We can get everything into our carry-on. And then if we buy a lot of stuff while we're there, we'll go to TJ Maxx, we'll buy a big suitcase, and then we'll check it. Right? All right. Here's some merch. Here are the different designs that we're using right now. We have the Melanie Little concert tour shirt. Melanie Little tour XOXO. Oh, this was so fun to make. I made this myself. You know, I'm so creative like that. It's the old-fashioned tour shirt, black body, white sleeves. Melanie Little XOXO Tour 2025. This is vintage, everyone. Join the Snark Tank, it says. And then on the back, it's got all of the sayings, all of the things that we said as the set list during the Karen Reed trials. God save us from the Commonwealth. Call me Alice. Show me the papers. The world is watching. Grave concerns. Talk amongst yourselves. All the things that I say is the set list on the back. How cool is that? I love it. I find it very, very cool. It comes all the way up to triple XL. They ship to print. I use Spreadshop, and so it's not totally fast. It's not really fast. Like, it's not Amazon fast, but you should get it within a week. And so I love that. I made it with the white body. I mean, I made it with the black front and also with the white front. Let's see. And then my personal favorite is I went to Cancun with attorney Melanie Little because, like Afro Man, when people were trolling me on the cesspool of Twitter, I made merch. This was established in 2024 because that's when that rumor came out. So you too can go to Cancun with attorney Melanie Little. This one is only the cup, but we also have aprons, pillow covers, mouse pads, baby stuff. We got the baby bibs and the baby onesies. You guys wanted a beanie, so I put it in there for you. Here's a hemp carry-all pouch. And look, everything right now is 30% off for the next 3 days, but you have to click this redeem at the top. See where it says redeem? You got to redeem the coupon up there. And pillow covers. Look at this. You could have your own pillows, and then you could put these pillows. You could have your own inserts, and then all these different color pillows in case there's something you don't want to wear. The green is pretty nice, like the navy. There's baseball hats in here. And look at CPU Mod 1. That's Tom CPU's sister. She's awesome. She says the merch is so worth it. I'm wearing my blue tour sweatshirt today. See? There's tie-dyed tote bags. This is really cute. Baby onesies. Look, there's even a little scarf for your dog. It's a doggy bandana. Who doesn't need one of those? Here's the teddy bear. There's a teddy bear with an I went to Cancun with attorney Melanie Little t-shirt, and you could change the color of the bear's t-shirt. I know. I have a million hoodies, like a million. Like, they're hanging all over. I put those over the door hangers on my closet doors and my bedroom door, and I have full of hoodies. And so my favorite hoodie, let's see, do we have the tour shirt? My favorite hoodie, and Cupcake Karen was wearing this the other day when she was at the Kelsey Fitzsimmons after party. It's the tie-dyed tour sweatshirt, which I love. And it comes in all different colors. And I think, Karen, if you're here, I think you're wearing this one, right? The pink and yellow one, which I love. And you guys love your mugs and the teddy bears. And you know me, I'm all about tie-dye. I'm all about tie-dye. Tie-dye is always in style, if you ask me. I don't think tie-dye will ever go out of style. Then we also have some of the original lines of merch. It's Strains Credulity with the Alice on it. Mugs, tie-dye shirts. There's a tank top in there. It's a ladies' tank top. Hoodies, stickers, aprons. Everything is 30% off for 3 more days. It was a party for Kelsey, but not really a party for Kelsey. It was like the cupcakes in the courtroom went somewhere after with Mazza and maybe Betterow. Maybe. I don't know if it was an official party, but she sent me a picture of it. And then I think I put one more Free Karen Reed thing back in there because somebody wanted to buy it. And it says Free Karen Reed on the front. It's a long sleeve tee. And then the back is the I went to Cancun with attorney Melanie Little. So you can still get that. Karen Reed is freed. But she still has a civil case to fight. And now we're fighting for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. All right. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a giveaway. StreamYard has a giveaway tool. So if you've been here and you've been participating in the chat, all you got to do is put a comment in the chat. I can't believe there's only 227 people. Oh my God, that's really weird. 227, 227. The 227 search did happen, but there's over 2,000 people here. So you got a really good chance right now of winning. But you have to be willing to do the following. Only if you win, and this is only for live viewers, obviously. Only if you win. You have to be willing to find my email below the video in the show notes. And today, you have to do this today because I'm going to Hawaii tomorrow. I'm not doing this tomorrow. Today, if you win, you have to email me your name, address. You have to put giveaway or something in the subject line, so I'm going to know that's what I'm dealing with. And you're going to have to tell me the size and the picture of what it is that you want. Let's give away a teddy bear. All right. First one's going to be for a teddy bear. You're going to have to tell me what size, what color t-shirt you want on your teddy bear, and your name and address must be involved in that email. Only if you win. All right. So this is for the teddy bear. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. There's only 300 people in here. You got a really good chance of winning. Here we go. There we go. Winner, chicken dinner. Winner, chicken dinner. Here's the winner. Vesper Q 4100. Vesper, you win. And you're in the chat all the time. All the time. Winner, chicken dinner. That's for the teddy bear. Email me today. Name, address. I think they need your phone number too. Name, address, phone number. You should have it within a week if you send it to me today, Vesper. All right? You know what? I'm feeling generous. Let's do it again. Ready? We're doing it again. This is for a tour shirt. This is for a tour shirt, black front. All right, Emma Louise Critchlow. Emma Louise Critchlow. Emma Louise. You are the winner of a black front tour shirt. Yay. I need your size, your name, address, phone number, email to fanbase@mlittlellaw.com. Should we do one more? Should we do one more for a tie-dyed hoodie? You don't have to put your comments in twice. If you already put a comment in, then you will automatically be entered for the next drawing. But let's let some more people get involved. Get involved. All you gotta do is put a little comment in the chat. That's it. That's it. You know, I don't ask for much. I don't really ask for anything, except for you guys hanging out with me. That's my best gift that I could ever get, is you guys just coming to hang out with me to talk about nothing. Don't forget this sweater from Target. No crying on the yacht. Yacht today, Satan. I'll see if I can link that. You know what? Let me see if I can link that in the chat. I mean, if I can link it. Sometimes they let me tag products. It depends on the store. Let me just see if I can. If you guys are interested in this sweater, I can just link it for you and it'll be easier to find. I DoorDashed it to myself this morning because Emily, Cupcake Emily, told me to. Hold on. She told me she saw it and said, you got to get this. And I said, I do. You're right. I got to get it. I know if I really want to buy something and then I think about it for the next day or two, that I really do need to get it. Sometimes I am able to control myself a little bit. But if you're thinking about it like in 2 days, then you really do need to get it. And sometimes you just got to get it. Otherwise, it won't be there when you go to get it. Why is it not coming up on the Target website? Hold on. Oh, please. Yacht sweater. I put up yacht sweater. All right, yacht. No crying on the yacht. Maybe it's sold out. It can't be because I just got one this morning. Hold on. No crying yacht. Keep talking. Talk to yourselves for a minute. I mean, literally just bought it this morning. And I remember it took me a while to find it too, because I was like searching all this stuff and then books kept coming up. My email is fanbase@mlittlelaw.com. Fanbase@mlittlelaw.com. Let's see if it'll let me tag it. It will. Here it is. I'm going to show it to you in its glory, and then I'm going to link it. Well, let me link it to the stream first. Technology is an amazing thing, isn't it? I'm going to link it to the stream so that if you want to buy it, you will have an easy way to find it. And I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. All right. It is now linked. And so you may need to refresh your page if you're interested in it, but here it is. Here it is. No crying on the yacht. There you go. $30. You too can have a no crying on the yacht sweater from Target. I linked it to the stream. Go get it. Go get it for yourself. All right. This will be for a tie-dyed hoodie. Or if you don't like the tie-dye, then I'll give you a different color. I may have sold it out. I don't know. It's linked to the stream now, so who knows what could happen. Here we go. One more time for a tie-dyed hoodie. Okay, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Do 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 do. Up. Janine M 7281. Janine M. You are the next winner on the Melanie Little merch giveaway. There you go. There you go. Please email me your name, address, phone number, and hoodie, color, size. Well done. Well done to you guys. All right. Those are our 3 winners of the day. Vesper, Emma Louise, and Janine. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. You get this no crying on the yacht sweater today if you want it from Target. It will not be there for long. I promise you that. It is linked to the stream. Congratulations to all the winners. Yellow Ledbetter coming hot with half of the, with packing tips. And says, I pack half mine and half my husband's clothes in a check bag with all the liquids, SPF, and then we do carry-ons with the rest and meds in case check baggage gets lost. It happened to me once. When I went to Paris. My check bag was lost and I never got it. It was around Christmas time. I didn't get my bag until I got home. The bag was sitting somewhere in JFK. It never even made it onto the plane. And I was in Paris with no luggage. It was the worst. I will never let that happen to myself again. Again, all jewelry, all meds. I usually do put some products in the carry-on and also at least 3 changes of clothes because it happens and Delta doesn't care if it happens. Thank you for your 5. And Johnny's been here for 18 months and says, happy spring, Mel and Cupcake Chat. It feels a little bit like spring today. Let's check the weather check here. It's warm. I feel like I almost have to put the air conditioning on, but not quite yet. Let's do a weather check. It is where I am 78 degrees right now in New York. What? No wonder it's so hot in here. Maybe it is time. I run hot and I love air conditioning. I'm an air conditioning girl. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today to talk about nothing pretty much, except for Caleb Flynn. We did do some of that, didn't we? Did we talk about anything else interesting? I don't know. We did a giveaway. We spent 3 hours and 45 minutes together. I hope someone goes live tomorrow for 12 hours to keep me company on my travels. Like I keep so many of you company. I'm just saying. I filed a claim, but you know what? They give you $25 a day. You know what you can buy in Paris for $25? Maybe a pair of underwear, but likely not. Like, it was ridiculous. It was a long time ago. It was insane. All right. I'll be gone for a week, but I'll probably see you at some point during that time. So please don't miss me too much. I know you will. I miss you too. I always do. I love you guys so much. Aloha. Stay cool, stay kind, stay classy. Thank your moderators. Tip your servers. I will see you real soon. Because if I don't see you soon, I'm going to die. Bye, everybody.